It's playtime, coolers. It's Clásico time. We're 40 minutes away from this big game, bitch. This match day 10 league game against Real Madrid at the Santiago Bernabeu. We have a lot to talk about. It's one of those, Pablo, that everyone had circled on their calendars for weeks now.
Yes, it absolutely is. It's one of those games that the world stands still for in the football industry. It's El Clásico. I am buzzing for this one, Robert. And that little video there from Ed Sheeran, the new little collaboration there with Spotify, has got me even more in the mood. I'm really excited for kickoff. It's got a lot riding on it, as does every Clásico. Very excited. Woke up already this morning, a little bit more nervous than I usually am for Barça games. So very, very much looking forward to getting into this one, talking all things El Clásico, and hopefully getting 3 points.
Well, you say talking all things El Clásico, and before we talk about the lineup, I want to say hi to everyone watching. Hi, coolers. How are you feeling? Let us know how you are feeling about this Clásico. Are you nervous? Are you certain that we'll go 5 for 5, counting those 4 for last season? Are you confident that we'll get a good result? Let us know your thoughts. We'll read out some of your comments. Hi to all of our new premium members as well. But as I can imagine that you are all eager to talk about the lineup as well. So let's get it on our screens. There we go. The starting lineup. Szczęsny is already warming up at the Santiago Bernabeu, as you can see on your screens right now. And there are the 10 men who will play alongside Wojtek Szczęsny, Koundé, Kubarsi, Eric and Balde in defence. Frenkie de Jong and Pedri in midfield. Ahead of them, Fermin, and the big questions were up front. Lamine Yamal starts. Rashford initially, we think, on the left, and Ferran Torres does get the nod from the start. He comes back after missing the last couple of games, Pablo.
Yeah, I think this is as strongest as we could have gone, actually. I really do. I know we're quite badly hit by injuries right now, but I think if you look at the lineups in recent weeks with what we've got available, I think that's Flick's strongest side available. I really do. Fermin in the number 10 role, as we saw him on Tuesday night in the Champions League, where he got that wonderful hat-trick with his left foot against Olympiacos, and he goes for Ferran. That was probably the big talking point. Would he be fit to start? The answer for now is yes. So let's see how Ferran is condition-wise today. He's got Lamine and Rashford up there with him. At the end of the day, despite the injuries, it is a strong Barca front three. And then there was the question mark in defence. It looks as though Kubarsi and Eric, they've got the faith and the trust from Hansi Flick right now, and he sticks with them at centre-back for today's game. So all in all, I'm really happy with the lineup. I think he's got it spot on. Now let's just let the players do the rest of the talking.
Right, well, an update, of course, if you have just landed from an alien planet, if you have not been in the Barca universe in the last few weeks, but Ferran does make it back. I see some comments in the live chat. No Rafinha, of course. We learned that yesterday during the training session. Rafinha will not be available for today's Clásico. He's on the injury list, as are Robert Lewandowski, Dani Olmo, Gavi, Joan Garcia, Ter Stegen. All of those players are unavailable. So there is your starting lineup. That starting 11 that Hansi Flick and Marcus Sorg have picked, because Hansi Flick will not be sitting on the bench today. Let us know your thoughts on that lineup. From 1 to 10, rate it. Is it a 1, the lowest score, 10, highest score? Let us know what you're thinking about that lineup. I particularly like it. I like that with Ferran and Fermin, especially up front, Barca can guarantee intense press on that Real Madrid defensive line, which we'll talk about in a second. I love, of course, that Frenkie de Jong and Pedri are paired in midfield. Rashford going through a sweet moment, and of course we need a standout performance by our star Lamine Yamal.
Yeah, we really do. I agree. I think I'm intrigued to see what the fans say. I'm giving this a 9 or a 10 now. I think, like I say, I think Flick's almost got it spot on, really, with what he's got with the injuries. You're quite right. We've got a lot of talent up there, despite the absences, and I'm excited to see how, especially at the Bernabeu, where I think Madrid will at times leave spaces. I think both teams will, but that's the front three from Barça with Fermin in behind them that you'd expect would be able to exploit and hurt Madrid at certain times in the game. He's got the pivot of De Jong and Pedri behind them too, which I think always gives us that solidity in the middle of the park. We'll want to try and keep the ball today and keep it away from Madrid. And those two, I think, in midfield are going to be absolutely imperative for doing just that. And, of course, you've got the pace at the back, too. I think Kubarsi and Eric, maybe not known for their pace, and we're up against Mbappe this afternoon, of course, and Vinicius, very quick players. But still, Koundé and Balde have got a lot of pace on the fullback positions. And also, Szczęsny in goal, he played 3 of those Clásicos last season and came out on the winning side in 3 of them. So happy for him. Let's see how he gets on again today. Szczesny, massive game, I feel, again in his Barca career. Such an experienced keeper. Hopefully he's up to the mark today, because we're going to need him on top form. We get the feeling could be a game where the goalkeepers prove pivotal.
Right, well, the players will come out in about 6 minutes. They tend to come out about half an hour before kickoff, and I want to ask you, out of those players who will be coming out, who will be the key player today? I've got one in each line. Will it be Pau Cubarsí? Of course, there's the Vini and Mbappé threat, the speed, how harmful they can be in the space. There's Pedri. The battle in midfield, I feel, will be very important today. And Lamine Yamal, as I said, we need our superstars to be superstars in a big game.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of those, I'll tell you what. You can almost go through every player on the team and say they've got such an important individual role today. Cubarsí's got a massive one, because he's got to deal with the pace of Mbappé in behind. He really does. He's got to be aware. If Barça play that high line, they've got to be careful with what's going on behind them. And Pedri in the middle of the park. I think if Barça are the team who want to say, we'll keep possession, he has to be massive. But I'm going to go for Lamine Yamal today, Robert. I'm going to stick my neck out there and say that I think he has to be the key player for Barça, and I think he will be. This is a game where he's going to need to step up for Barça. He's done it in the past on various occasions already in his short career. That he's only 18, but I still feel as if he's the guy that Barça are going to look to in the big occasion to get the job done.
I agree that we need a 10 out of 10 Lamine Yamal. I think, though, that the key is in midfield today. If Barca are able to protect the ball, to be dangerous with the ball, Barca have a good chance of coming out as winners of this Clásico, and that's where Pedri excels. That Pedri needs to be at his best today, as do Frenkie de Jong, as do Fermin. Barca need to be good with the ball and right after losing the ball as well, which is where we've had some struggles as of late. Let's get the lineup back on our screens. I'll read some of the comments from our fans. Pilita Malaguita says, Rashford, it's your moment. Vamos, Rashford is tu momento. Luis says, Rashford brace incoming. I sense it. Who else? Mac Lumbis says, I love the lineup. No complaints. Rhythm W says, 9 out of 10 lineup. We've got this. Precious Day Official says 8 out of 10. And, of course, we've got a lot of new members signing up. I'll shout them out in a little bit. But as I said before, no Hansi Flick on the bench today. Who we're going to listen to right now is Marcus Sorg, who talked to our colleague Paul Martinez. Let's listen to Marcus Sorg.
So, Marcus, what a game. 2 of the best teams in the world, top players. What kind of game do you expect? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I think that both teams try to bring the best performance on the pitch, especially in high press and counter-attack. We have scored the most goals in the league, and they have the top scorer. So I'm sure we will see a very interesting and intensive game.
Sure, it will be a very even match. What could be the key today?
For us, we need a ball. We need the ball control. We need to control the game, and for that we need the ball possession. And that is very important. We have to avoid easy ball losses, because they are very strong in counter-attack, and that is for me the key. And if we are able to overplay the first line of them, we create a lot of chances, I'm sure.
The team has very many players injured. Rafinha is the last one. But you always say, Hansi Flick always said that the most important thing is the team.
Yeah, of course. And we have more players than only 11. And to replace a player, it's normal in football. And it's also a chance for the player.
And the last one, a few minutes before the game, kickoff. What are your feelings? Today you have the chance to manage the team from the bench. What are your feelings?
Yeah, I'm feeling great. Yeah. I'm looking forward for the game because Hansi prepared us very well and he believed us to 100%, and that gives us a lot of confidence, and that's the reason for the good mood.
Marcus, thank you so much and good luck.
Thank you very much.
The words there of Marcus Sorg. Pablo, you heard it.
Yeah.
It's important to have the possession, to have the ball, not to lose it easily.
Yeah, thought that was really interesting. He was quite adamant on that. He said we have to keep the ball. We can't give away the ball, or we can't permit easy ball losses, I think is the wording he used. I thought that was really interesting. Barça today want to keep the ball. He said that Madrid are very strong in transitioning, counter-attacks. We can't let them get those easily. I thought it was very interesting. And in terms of mentioning the injuries, we've got the big squad. We trust them completely. And it's also nice for him, on the bench, first Clásico if you like, and it'll be a special moment for him too. Hansi Flick's number 2, very trusted. But I thought it was really interesting what you said there. Barça need to keep the ball today.
Right, well, I want to remind you, of course, today, more than ever, you can become Barça YouTube Premium members. You can enjoy our YouTube or join our YouTube community. There are a lot of other advantages to becoming a premium member, and I see that a lot of you are signing up to the basic pack or the premium pack. You get use of exclusive emojis, loyalty badges. There are members only live chats like today's live chat. If you want to interact with us, if you want to celebrate this Barca win, post in your comments, become a member. You've got members only shorts, members only live shows, members only videos as well. You get early access to videos. There's a lot of advantages to becoming a YouTube Premium member. And I also want to remind you, of course, that today is Play Day. Today's Ed Sheeran Day. 7th collab, 7th Barça and Spotify collab, Ed Sheeran. Will he bring us luck or will he not? I particularly enjoy this one because I am a big fan of Ed Sheeran.
I gotta say, Robert, I'm a big fan of the shirts as well. I'm just seeing it in person for the first time on the actual kit. Very nice. And this as well. I'm a huge fan of this. This is really nice.
It's lovely. It's lovely. I also want to inform our viewers that they can win concert tickets and an exclusive jersey, which is signed by Ed Sheeran himself. You have to go to the fcbarcelona.com website, and there all you have to do is find the link where this draw is happening. Register. You have to register to the Barca website, and then you just take part. You might well win concert tickets to Ed Sheeran in LA next August.
Easy as that as well.
For 2 people, travel included, accommodation included. Why not take part?
Get involved, people. Maybe I'll get on that at the end of the game.
Who doesn't want a trip to LA? Right. You might find the link in our description as well. If it's not there right now, we'll get it on there. But I mean, take part because it's a good opportunity. I think good vacation, good holiday opportunity for next year.
Nothing to lose and lots to win too, and the exclusive jersey. Don't miss out on that.
Exactly.
You want to get your hands on that too.
You
definitely do.
I mean, that's a nice one to have, especially if we end up winning this game. That's a nice memory to have. Right, 28 minutes remaining. We should probably talk, Pablo, about Real Madrid, who start with the following lineup. Courtois will start in goal. No surprise there. Valverde is still the right back, even though Carvajal and Trent have made it back into the squad list. Militao, Hausen makes it back as well. Carreras will be the Lamine stopper on the left. Tchouaméni, Camavinga, Goulet and Bellingham in midfield. Vini will probably start from the left and Mbappe will be the reference point up front. A strong lineup, Pablo. Yeah, I think it actually is pretty much what we expected. In fact, I think both managers have probably gone for just about what all the papers and whatnot would have predicted before the game. What we're seeing on our screens, I think it can quite be interchangeable with Madrid. We're probably expecting Arda Güler to start off the right-hand side, but I think he'll come very centrally, and Bellingham will often pop up almost as that false 9, the number 10, if he can make late runs into the box. Vinicius will have all the left flank to himself, essentially, and Mbappe pretty much through the middle where he's been lethal so far this season. Look, I think it's a smart lineup from Xabi Alonso. He wouldn't have wanted to go too attacking. I think he's gone brave enough, to be fair, with leaving Tchouaméni and Camavinga almost in a double pivot, because Goulet and Bellingham want to be looking forward a lot of the time, despite the fact that Bellingham works hard without the ball. And in defence, I think Valverde is probably the interesting one, isn't he? We knew they had injuries to the centre-back, so we expected Militao and Hausen at the back, but Valverde at right back can also make up bodies in midfield. But Barca will be thinking, can we get him going down the other end? Right, well, you can see that our players are warming up. The Shark, Ferran in the starting 11, Frenkie de Jong in the starting 11 there as well. Why don't you give us some Visca Barça emojis on the live chat to celebrate that our players are warming up at the Bernabeu to encourage our players from a distance. Give us that Visca Barça emoji that I see Pilita Malaguita using. I also see someone else using it here on the live chat. And Pablo, the most important question is, what is the most important thing that Barca need to take into account to be able to stop Real Madrid? To be careful with that defensive space, which I'm sure a lot of people are concerned about. The game against Girona wasn't ideal in that sense. To win the possession battle, which is my pick either way, I think that Barca need to win the midfield battle. Frenkie de Jong, Pedri, Fermín, important there. Or to navigate the initial wave, which we can probably expect of Real Madrid at the Bernabeu. They'll come out strong. They'll come out right to get us. And Barca need to just keep a calm mind there.
Yeah, I mean, they're all really good options, I must say. Again, interesting to hear you again say the midfield battle, the possession battle. You know, you mentioned Pedri for key player yourself. Can see why that sort of adds up, you know. The initial wave is interesting because this is a few years ago now, but I think it was a 2022-23 Clásico away from home. I think we lost 3-1. Ferran scored in that game, but we were blown away in the first half. We actually came back in the game after that, but we lost out early on in that one, really, and we struggled to get back in the game after that point. So ensuring that Madrid don't run away with things and go 1-2-0 up early on, as they did in a Supercopa final as well, by the way, not too long ago. We can't allow that to happen because they've got the players, you know, to be able to do that. I'm going to have to be honest though, Robert. I'm going to go with maybe the most obvious one, but what I think is key today, and it's to be careful with the defensive space. I think it's something that Flick, Marcus Sorg, the coaching staff, the players would have to got so right on the training ground this week to just be careful with Madrid, because I think that's their biggest attribute. Even in recent weeks when they've only beaten Getafe 1-0 or Juve 1-0, it's probably because they haven't really been afforded that space in behind. But I think a player like Mbappe, Vinicius, they thrive upon that. And ultimately, that is what Barça, a very attacking team, a very appealing team to watch going forward, will leave him behind. So I think we've got to be really careful with that. We've got to get the line right. And hey, could it come from dominating possession and not giving Madrid as many chances? Of course it could, but I think in terms of getting that line right, for me, it's top of priority list.
Bruna says option 1 and 2. Islam Talks is 1. A lot of ones in here. Dardu Gaming 1 as well. Rhythm W option 1, which is the spaces in behind. Pilita Malaguita says 2. Possession. They can't get a sniff of the ball. There is Barca's lineup on your screens. The Barca players warming up at the Santiago Bernabeu. 24 minutes to go until the Clásico kicks off. Chesney starts in goal. Koundé, Cubarsí, Eric and Balde at the back. Frenkie de Jong and Pedri in midfield. Fermín, the attacking midfielder, Lamine, Rashford and Ferran up front. A reminder, of course, Rafinha, Lewandowski, Olmo, Gavi, Joan Garcia, Ter Stegen, all of them out due to injury. So that is the lineup. Thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you don't, but I'm keeping it up.
Me too.
Right, 2 of those players in the starting lineup talked to us in Media Day this week. Ronald Araujo did as well. He will start from the bench. Let's listen to what Rashford, Pedri and Araujo had to say during Media Day this week.
Clásico. I'm sure that's a big yes.
Yeah, for sure. Somebody asked me before, were you excited or nervous? And I'm like, listen, as a player, your career is not so long, and the first thing you will miss is these big games. So for me, it's full of excitement. I want to do as much as we can to win the game. But yeah, it will be a special moment.
No se tiene que tener mucho en cuenta de cómo ya los dos equipos en un clásico. Poco vale lo que has hecho los partidos anteriores, pero bueno, creo que después del partido de Champions llegamos con confianza y con ganas de hacer un buen partido. Bueno, creo que la temporada pasada en general estuvimos a un nivel increíble, tenemos que retomar ese nivel, que bueno, hay cosas que mejorar como siempre, pero bueno, el año pasado le pudimos ganar todos los enfrentamientos y ojalá pues este año sea igual.
Un partido muy lindo, muy especial. Sabemos lo que significa y nada, mucha motivación para eso. Que es verdad que todos conocemos la calidad de jugadores que tiene el Real Madrid, cómo juegan, su estilo. Es un gran equipo con jugadores de mucha calidad y seguro va a ser un partido muy duro. Es un partido muy lindo, muy importante. Es verdad que siempre está esa ansiedad, pero disfrutar. Yo creo que los clásicos que hemos disfrutado han salido bien, es lo que tenemos que hacer.
That's one of the keys as well, what Ronald Araujo said at the end there. when we've won, it's because we've enjoyed ourselves.
Yeah.
Barca need to try to be able to enjoy themselves at the Santiago Bernabeu. There's another answer that was in the live between Sarah and Rashford during the week, which was on Thursday. One that the fans particularly enjoyed, I think. The YouTube members. It was exclusively for them, and that's really good content that we got out there. There was one that Rashford said got me as well. He said, "These are the games that you will miss when you retire, and a player's career is short, so be sure to enjoy them when you get the opportunity to."
Yeah, it was a good one, wasn't it? Because I think he said in a response to a question from Sarah, or one of the members perhaps even, and he was like, yeah, a lot of people have asked me that, how I'm feeling, if I'm excited, if I'm nervous, and he said, you know what, like, it's like you said, Robert, these are the games that he's going to look back on, and you're going to miss them in 5-10 years, or however long it is, for Rashford. He's still a young player, obviously, but you're going to miss them, and for Rashford, his first Clásico, what a massive moment in his career, and without a doubt, he will be delighted to be part of it, and he gave some really nice raw answers, I thought, in that, and I think Barça fans, you saw it at the start of the programme, all the fans in the chat are like, Rashford double, Rashford brace, like, he's got a lot of backing, and it's Ed Sheeran Day as well, so he's got the link, come on.
Well, you say it's Ed Sheeran Day, and guess the player is Ed Sheeran themed. That was a complicated one. Okay, so let's get it on our screens. Let's play with our audience as well. Ed Sheeran themed guess the player. There we go. Who's the first secret player there? I think that's beginner's level.
That is beginner's level, I'd say. But let's see what the chat say. That is beginner's level. And obviously we saw the little video at the start of the show. He's in that lovely jersey that I'm talking about. I've got the similar sort of one on today with the t-shirt and the pink play, but I like that hoodie as well, That is very slick indeed. I think I know who it is, though. He's in the starting lineup today.
Yes, he is in the starting lineup today.
Let's see if anyone's getting it in the chat.
Well, yeah, the answers are starting to trickle in, and everyone has the correct answer. Pablo, do you want to
Lamine Yamal.
Enlighten us? There we go. It is Lamine Yamal with that hoodie that I'm thinking of getting. It's a nice one.
Slowly tempting me. I'll tell you what, if we win today, maybe I'll get it. Maybe that's what I'll say.
Next one. This one might be a bit more complicated. In the game day jersey, the one that I'm wearing here. Who is that?
Ooh, that's tricky. Why am I thinking that's a women's player? I could be completely off here.
Yeah, you're off. You're off. Okay, yeah, you're off.
You've given the okay. It's not a women's team player. Okay, I just saw Alexia and Aitana in the advert, and it threw me a little bit. Okay. Lewandowski, maybe I'm thinking is an option. Lewandowski, I'll throw the hat in. I'll throw the name in the ring.
Okay, you're throwing the name Lewandowski in the ring, but the chat's got it right, Pablo. Rhythm W got it right. Bruna got it right. Dardo Gaming got it right. Tatiana got it right as well. Alia also. It is the wizard himself.
Wow.
It's Pedri.
Pedri Potter. Wow.
Pedri Potter.
God, that's just hard one because he's always looking down. I couldn't really see his head shape, and it's all sort of blurred as well around his head. It's
Pedri play Potter.
Catching me out a little bit. Okay.
There we go. Last one. Who might that be?
Ooh.
Also in the game day play jersey. Do you like it, guys?
I'm struggling here. That is tough, though.
Yeah.
The first thing that came to my head was Rooney. I just don't think it's Rooney. And the build, I don't think is Rooney either.
Okay, so who do you think it is?
Not a Koundé. No, not the hair for a Koundé.
No, you haven't got the dreadlocks, have you?
No. I'm trying to think who else is around though. We've had Pedri.
I'll give you a clue.
Okay.
Starting lineup.
Starting lineup.
Tatiana's got it right. Luis has got it right.
Ferran.
Okay, your guess is Ferran. The correct answer is not Ferran.
Wow.
Correct answer is Marcus Rashford.
I should have got that one. That's poor. Yeah, I should have got that one. Fair enough.
The correct answer is Marcus Rashford.
Should have got that.
By the way, Ed Sheeran said was his favourite Barca player.
Yes. Yeah. The English link. Yeah, the English link indeed. Yeah.
There you go.
And I think Rashford said he's a big fan of Ed Sheeran's songs as well.
Yeah. I mean, by the way, guys, reminder. apart from being able to win concert tickets and an exclusive jersey, the link will be in our description if you want to take part. All you have to do is click on the link, go to the Barca website, register, and take part in the draw. You can win an exclusive jersey and win concert tickets with travel and accommodation included for 2 people for next August in LA. Why not take part? That's fantastic opportunity for you. You can win that, and you can also go to Spotify and check out the Barca Matchday playlist by Ed Sheeran with some of his favorite songs, featuring some of his songs and featuring some of his favorite songs. I had the playlist on here. Go on. Let's see, Pablo. Obviously, the heading that list is Azizam.
Okay, yeah.
His new hit. I have to be honest. I know very few of these songs. Wiley Flow from Stormzy, Bad Habits, Ed Sheeran, Die Young, Roddy Ricch, Last, Burna Boy.
You know what? I would love to step in and say I know all of them, and I'm just as bad as you often with these things. My age doesn't add up, unfortunately, with some of these things. But hey, I could do with a few more playlists, actually. sport playlists. So I might jump on the Barca Matchday Ed Sheeran playlist and take a look at it.
Yeah. Check it out, guys, on Spotify. Barca Matchday by Ed Sheeran. Right. How long have we got to go until this Clásico? Until the ball gets rolling. It's 15 minutes. The warm-up must be about to end, and there are the players congregated around the box. And a reminder of who we're starting with: Chesney, Koundé, Cubarsí, Eric, and Balde, Frankie de Jong and Pedri, Fermín, Lamine, Rashford, and Ferran. Let us know your thoughts. This almost 24,000 people watching us right now.
Wow.
I'm starting to feel the pressure. I'm starting to feel the heat as well.
There you go. You know what? The nerves have actually calmed down a little bit for me now that I've started talking about it. But now that you mentioned that number, they're going to start racking up again. A lot of Barca fans attentive today and hoping for the win too.
You know what I'm liking? The play logo, the play sticker that some of our fans are using on the live chat. I love that. Give us some play
Get it in there.
emojis. Right, I have a question for you. Question for you, which has multiple answers. Which is, what will the key of the game be, guys?
Ooh.
What will the key of the game be? Will it be that Lamine Yamal Mbappe battle, option 1? Will it be midfield domination? Whoever dominates midfield, which is what Marcus Sorg said, will probably come out as a winner, or will have a better chance of winning, all these spaces behind defence.
Wow. I mean, it's similar, isn't it, to the key player question, to the what's important to stop Madrid sort of question. And again, I'm going to be leaning towards number 3 on this one, Robert. That's my theme today. It really is. And I think for both teams, actually, I really do, because there's a lot of talk about Mbappe and Vinicius against Barca's potential high line today. I think the same for Madrid. I think they're going to leave spaces in behind themselves at times in the game, and I think that's going to be absolutely massive. I think this is a game, as most Clásicos, in which both teams are going to get good chances. Who can make the most of them, who's clinical, who can pick their moments, is so often the key in big games, especially in games at the Santiago Bernabeu. Madrid will leave spaces, will have chances, we just got to take them.
It was the case last year in the second half. Barca won that game in space. They were clinical in that sense. Tatiana says, I think Pedri will win it for us. Bruna says 3 because our defense needs to lock in big time. I would agree. Dardo Gaming says 3 as well. Colourful Emex Boys says option 1, which is the Lamine Mbappe battle, the talent battle, Pablo, which is also important in here, to take your opportunities when you get them.
Yeah, this is. I mean, it's these games, the Clásicos, where the big players step up in, and we saw it for years, didn't we, with Messi and Cristiano, of course. But now you've got this time around, really, Mbappe and Lamine. All the eyes of the world are on them. I mean, Mbappe's made a ridiculous start to the season, by the way. I think I've noted it down, Robert, that he scored 15 goals in 12 games across all competitions already this campaign. He is in ruthless form, and it seems that whenever Madrid are in trouble, he's getting them out of trouble right now. And Barca really have got to try and contain him. The less he has the ball, I wouldn't even say at his feet, more so in behind. That's why I went for number 3, but hey, it's the battle of the stars. We know it will be. It's always the case in football, and in big games like this, it really is. We need Lamine to step up today for Barca. And Real Madrid fans will be saying the same about Kylian Mbappe. They'll be looking to him today and saying, hey, Kylian, you've got to step up for us.
Lamine Yamal ultimating his warm-up on the pitch there. We still have a lot to talk about, a lot to navigate through. Final shots for Fermin, for Lamine Yamal. Cazador setting them up there. Guys, 12 minutes to go. How nervous are we? I mean, I've been fairly chill all day, I have to say.
Okay.
But I'm starting to feel it.
Okay. It's almost been like the opposite for me. I think the second kickoff begins, or the second Madrid start attacking maybe for the first time, I think my nerve levels are going to go up and up and up again. But hey, I think if Barça manage to just about keep Madrid at bay, then hey, we could be in luck. If we just keep the ball and keep ticking things away, I think we can cause a bit of a surprise today with the narratives that are going around. I really do. So it's nervy. I was nervous almost more so than I usually am for a Barça game when I first got up this morning. As we've chatted, it's died down. I'm guessing in 10 minutes time or so, they're going to shoot right back up again.
Well, the warm-up has finished. The players are in the dressing room. Final talk. I'm guessing that Flick can give the talk, right? Even though he's suspended?
What a good question. Yeah, that's fascinating. I think he can.
Yeah, I think he should be able to.
Yeah, and then he will go up, yeah.
And then there's footage of the Barça bus arriving to the Santiago Bernabeu earlier on today with the new logo, of course, with the Play logo. It's been all tuned up, that bus, and look at how many people were there waiting outside of the Santiago Bernabeu. I'm assuming that's not all Barça fans. They were there to not exactly cheer for the Barça players, but hey, look, great atmosphere. We love it.
It's part of the occasion. It happens when Madrid come to Barcelona, and of course it happens when Barcelona go to Madrid.
Right, let me see. I'll ask Marc Brau, who's in the VAR room once again for us today. Marc, can we go to ball, or should I start the pre-game quiz? What should I do? We can't go to ball, so can I start the pre-game quiz then while we make time? Okay, Marc says I can start the pre-game quiz. I can't
Fantastic.
go to poll yet. So let's start.
Quick communication with the VAR team on that occasion.
There's good communication with our VAR room. We'll see if I hope there doesn't need to be any communication with the VAR room today at the Bernabeu. Right, pre-game quiz. We might split it up in two. First question, Pablito.
Wow.
Who was the last Barca player to score in his first official Clásico? So there are many players, like Marcus Rashford today, who he would score in his first official Clásico.
Yes.
Who was the last one to do so?
Oh, that is a good one. Official Clásico.
Official, yeah, no preseason.
Okay, so Fermin's preseason.
Yeah, that banger from the edge of the box, yeah.
Ferran Torres scored in his first Clásico under Xavi, but a good few years ago. I'm almost certain. Well, Fermin and Gundogan scored in the same season in the Clásicos, but Gundogan scored in the one at Montjuic. So I think my answer is Ilkay Gundogan, despite the fact that the Fermin goal came before in pre-season, but official is in the title of the question.
Yep, official.
So I'm going for Ilkay Gundogan, I think.
Official is in the title, and that was one of the keys. Mac Lumbis also has it right. It is...
Vamos.
Ilkay Gundogan is the last player to score in his first Clásico. Barca, unfortunately, didn't win that day.
No,
by the way. It was the Bellingham day. He scored in his first Clásico.
He did as well. Yeah. Good question. It was tricky. A bit of a mind maths you got to do there to get around it. But yeah, Gundogan.
Another one. Who was the last Barca player to score in a Clásico? Was it Eric Garcia? Was it Lamine Yamal? Or was it Rafinha? Is that an easier one for you?
Got it. I think I've got it. They're all good, and they all scored in the 4-3.
At the Montjuic, yeah.
At Montjuic, exactly. They all scored in the 4-3 win last season, which Mbappe himself scored a hat-trick in again, by the way, as well. So lots of goals. Maybe we'll have that again today. Wow, but I think I got it. I mean, have the chat got it?
The chat, right now, because we're a bit ahead of them.
Delayed,
so,
yes.
yeah, well, they'll have to send in their answers. You give me yours.
I'm going to go for Rafinha.
Okay,
he scored the last two goals as well, I think, in a Clásico. 3-2 and 4-2 he got in the game, I believe.
That is exactly right, Pablito. That's exactly right. 2 out of 2 for you. Can you make it 3 out of 3,
Racking him up.
I like your...
What have you got for me? How
many times has Barca won at the Bernabeu in LaLiga in the last 10 seasons? So, including 15-16, I believe. Or do we start at 16-17? I can't remember now. Anyway.
Whoa. Maybe we start at 15-16, yeah? So, 2, 3, 4. I'm doing the math in my head. 4 in 2018-19, yeah? Okay. I've already got 4. No, I think it's 6. I think it's 6. I think I've got it. I don't know little maths, but I think it's 6.
The answer is bingo. 3 out of 3 for you, Pablo.
3 out of 3.
6 wins in the last 10 La Liga visits to the Santiago Bernabeu.
That's
right, we'll
return.
interrupt the quiz here because we've got 3 more questions, but we do have to go to the Bernabeu with Paul Martinez. Paul, let's go to the Santiago Bernabeu. Paul is at the Santiago Bernabeu. He's privileged, of course, to be at the Santiago Bernabeu, and we'll have to wait for a second to go to Paul Martinez. We do have to guess the score while we wait. I'll encourage the fans to send in their score predictions. Pablo, you're going with a very conservative 3-all. A goal feast, but 3-all.
Yeah, I've gone for a 3-all. This was such a tough one. I was going over 3-2. I was even thinking 3-1, but I do think Madrid are going to score 2 or more goals, and I think we could do the same. So I've gone for a thrilling 3-all. I really have, and I think it could be that sort of game from it today. I really do. We got loads of goals in the Clásicos last season, by the way. I just get a feeling it could be a similar sort of day. I've seen you've gone something similar, and hey, look, I would adore if you were right and we got a 3-2. I'd even adore the Paul 1-2 that he's gone for. I would love that. Any wins, great, but I've gone for 3-all.
I'm going for a goal feast, but one in which we win. A 3-2 win for Barça. I do think Real Madrid are a big threat up front, so we'll see, though. We'll see. Maybe today is the day we get the clean sheet. Who knows? Paul going for a 2-1, and Paul is ready for us now at the Bernabeu. Paul, com està l'ambient al Bernabeu? Queda poc per començar.
Família, què tal? Bona tarda, Robert. Good afternoon, Pablo. Aquí estem al Santiago Bernabéu. Experiència, senyors, senyores, que s'ha de viure una vegada a la vida. Ambient ara mateix en sortidor aquí al Santiago Bernabéu, totalment ple. L'estadi del Real Madrid també amb aficionats del Futbol Club Barcelona. A l'apartat d'aquest Santiago Bernabéu, jugadors i vestidors, tot preparat perquè comenci aquesta jornada número 10. Un Barça amb moltes baixes que arriben bones sensacions després de la victòria davant del Girona i Olympiacos, això sí, conscient que té baixes importants i amb el desig de que no afecti això al resultat final. Recordem que el Barça també va aconseguir 4 victòries en 4 partits la temporada passada. Per tant, optimisme màxim amb l'equip d'un Hansi Flick, que avui no estarà a la banqueta, estarà Marcus Sort, i això ja està a punt de començar. Abans de fer aquesta connexió, que nosaltres hem de marxar a la zona darrere la porteria, escoltem el president Joan Laporta. Sap a la importància d'un clàssic, va parlar ahir. Això és el que deia el president del Barça, senyor Joan Laporta.
Les sensacions són molt bones, anem amb moral de victòria i com ha de ser sempre aquests partits els hem d'encarar amb la mentalitat guanyadora, i és quan aleshores jo crec que es produeix. Tant de bo tinguem demà una victòria, crec que tenim un equip molt competitiu, que el fet de que tinguem algunes baixes no ens ha de deixar de confiar en el que hem de fer, que és guanyar, i jo veig veure el nostre entrenador molt motivat. Sabeu que finalment no podrà estar a la banqueta, que estarà doncs, el Marcus al seu segon, però bé, també està molt mentalitzat que ha de fer una bona feina, i els jugadors els vaig veure amb molta moral, molt motivats, i això em dona la tranquil·litat d'anar, ja et dic, amb moral de victòria. S'ha creat un ambient al voltant del que és el col·lectiu arbitral per part del nostre rival, que jo ho veig fora de lloc, perquè amb tot el que està fent la televisió seva estan influenciant els àrbitres, els estan condicionant. I això ho veig de tot injust, perquè, en fi, no és una manera de procedir. Ho veig més com una estratègia per guanyar, que em sembla que no hauria de ser així, perquè, vaja, no poden dir que els àrbitres els perjudiquen, i tampoc poden dir que els àrbitres ens afavoreixen al Barça. Però en qualsevol cas, mira, m'ho prenc com una estratègia. Nosaltres no practiquem aquest victimisme i el que anirem és intentar guanyar el Bernabéu un cop més.
President Joan Laporta before the Clásico. Always optimistic, Joan Laporta. Also in that, that final little speech said that, Real Madrid maybe are using tactics that aren't all that, let's say...
Sportsmanlike?
Sportsmanlike, that's a good way to put it. But, hey, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about El Clásico. 2 minutes and 38 seconds to go until the kickoff. Reminder, of course, guys, that if you haven't done so, become a YouTube premium member because there are plenty of advantages to doing so. It's a fantastic opportunity. You've got,
perfect day to do it as well, to get involved with the chat,
exactly.
I think, no?
Yeah, it's a good day to get involved with the chat. You've got a lot of advantages, perks, use of exclusive emojis, content that's only for you members, and for our members and for our Barca fans also, the Barca Matchday playlist by Ed Sheeran is available on Spotify. Also a chance to win concert tickets and an exclusive jersey as well. You'll find the link in our description as well, so be sure to take part in that. Pablo, the players are in the tunnel.
Yeah, and the nerves have racked up a little bit from that connection with Paul pitch side there. You could just hear the noise around him, and he was saying it was one of those experiences that you have to live once in your lifetime. And all of a sudden, the heart rate's gone up just a little bit because, you could see the noise in there. You can just see how big of a stage this is. It's the game that the world stands still for, isn't it? And I must say, I'm starting to get a little bit nervous now that kickoff is upon us. But as ever, so excited to see such a great game of football. We can see Lamine Yamal in the tunnel. He's got the smile on his face. And the players now taking to the pitch at the Santiago Bernabeu. It's Real Madrid versus Barcelona in El Clásico. Barca know if they win this afternoon, they'll go back top of LaLiga in matchday 10 of the competition. A full house in Madrid, as you would expect. Ferran Torres is fit to start. All eyes are on Lamine Yamal and Kylian Mbappe. You'd have to say the two stars of the team. Robert, not long to go now, just seconds until kickoff. How are the nerves?
The nerves are at a 10 out of 10 right now. I was feeling fine during the day, and as the build-up to this game has increased as the minutes have gone by, I'm more and more nervous, more and more excited for this game at the Santiago Bernabeu. A chance for Barca to go back top of the table, a chance for Barca to make to put out a statement performance today against one of the big teams in Europe.
Absolutely. There are those Real Madrid fans who are encouraging their team to the maximum. They know this is a big chance for them. Of course, they can go 5 points clear at the top of the table. This is a team that Xabi Alonso has chosen. Courtois starts in goal. It's a flat back four of Carreras, Hausen, Militao, and also Federico Valverde, as Carvajal and Trent Alexander-Arnold not quite ready yet, according to Alonso. Midfield, Camavinga is going to be next to Tchouaméni. Expect Bellingham and Arda Güler to be around them, and Vinicius Jr. and Kylian Mbappe will be leading the line for Los Blancos this afternoon.
Well, we were used to the four midfielder approach under Carlo Ancelotti. He would modify his system every time that he faced Barca. We didn't know exactly what Xabi Alonso would do, and similar approach, I would say, with Tchouaméni, Camavinga, Arda Güler, and Jude Bellingham. And the battle in midfield is going to be very important today, Pablo. Why don't we go over Barca's lineup?
Yeah, absolutely. Barca's lineup coming up on our screens right now then. Szczesny starts in goal. It's another Clásico for him. Cubarsí and Eric Garcia chosen as the two centre-backs, with Koundé and Balde flanking them in the form-up positions. Pedri de Jong and Fermín López chosen in midfield today, which means that Lamine Yamal and Marcus Rashford are going to be flanking Ferran Torres, fit to start, and he gets the nod in the number 9 position for Barca, who have switched ends here, which is interesting. So I'm not sure the Madrid fans are too happy about that, but as the anthem comes to an end, there is President Joan Laporta next to Florentino Perez too of Real Madrid. Lamine Yamal gives a little look to the camera as it's nearly lights and action here at the Bernabeu. Robert, Barca lineup, of course, in full for you there too. And well, now we really are at go time.
We are at go time. Barca will attack from left to right, playing in Blaugrana in that Ed Sheeran play jersey. A pre-game huddle by the Real Madrid players, and that guy there, Lamine Yamal, the youngster, the youngest player to score in a Clásico. He did so last season. needs to be in his best form today. We'll see. He will be facing up against Álvaro Carreras, one of the players that they brought in to stop Lamine Yamal, as a matter of fact, this season. We'll see. Jules Koundé, the good news yesterday was that he trained with the group and he's available to start. And I think that Pedri is going to be one of the most important players on the pitch today. If Barca can win that midfield battle, is, as Marcus Sorg said, we are able to not lose the ball easily, to keep possession. We have a good chance of winning this. There we go.
Kick-off at the Bernabeu. It's the game that the world stands still for. It's Real Madrid versus Barcelona. And whoever wins tonight knows they'll be ending on top spot. Get your hat on, Robert. Get it on.
I'm going game mode. I'm going full game mode right from the beginning here.
The lucky hat is on.
The lucky hat is on. Would you like to wear yours, or is it too warm?
You know what? I'm going to keep it for a special occasion. If we need it, I'm going to put it on because I feel like I've nearly put the hat on against Girona. We nearly conceded within about 10 seconds, so I'm quite wary. But the hat will go on, I promise.
Right. Well, here we go. Fermin.
Barca
on the turn.
Early breakaway here for them. We'd expect space this afternoon, as that pass just not quite in the path of Lamine Yamal. Álvaro Carreras can come over and sweep things up. Certainly he's been a good signing for Madrid. We saw him last season at Benfica. That's a bad giveaway though by Housen. It's let Pedri in, who couldn't quite get the ball back to Ferran. Maybe now though for Marcus Rashford, and Barcelona with a pretty good early chance there, I must say, Robert, with inside 60 seconds.
I like it. Good high press from Barca. A couple of recoveries. It was a shame that Pedri couldn't make the most of that one there, as Ferran took it just a little bit too long to get it to him. Then Pedri had to bring it down on his chest. But good there from Pedri to keep the or to recover once again. Get it to Marcus Rashford, and his shot deflected for a corner.
Already within 60 seconds, you can see there the spaces that Madrid will leave themselves. They were messy at the back, just a tad there, and Barca not on one but two occasions, so nearly getting in. Now a corner then by Rashford, and it comes. Koundé's up there, but Courtois punches valiantly. Now De Jong with a little flick. He must be careful there, because here come Madrid for their first breakaway of the afternoon. It's Valverde. There's the space through the middle. Vinicius looked offside to me, Robert. I agree. Flag has stayed down for now. Carreras. Flag's going to stay down, which is interesting. Here's Vinicius Jr. Offside. I did too. Vinicius. Oh, it's a risky tackle and a penalty. Real Madrid have been given a penalty inside 2 minutes here at the Bernabeu.
I thought that Vini was offside when Real Madrid crossed the midway line. So let's have a look and see if they go back as far as that.
Well,
that's what Balde's going to say.
I mean, this is really tough to take, I think. I think he's on. It's tight. It's really tight. I think he's just onside with Balde. We'll have another wait and look again. This is the penalty. Oh, it's Lamine Yamal.
It's Lamine Yamal. It's a clear penalty. If there's
it's one of those, isn't it, where Lamine puts his boot in there, and Vinicius goes to shoot, and he ends up kicking through.
But Lamine doesn't get a touch of the ball, does he?
And it's Lamine who puts his foot in there for Vinicius to kick through. He's about to kick the ball.
Yeah.
The end action is actually Vinicius kicking Lamine, but I would have to understand that at the same time it's Lamine who puts his leg there for Vinicius to be hit. Well, Sotogal's having a word with his VAR team here. I think they're checking the offside more than anything here, Robert. I really do. And I think he's going to take a look at this, Robert.
The thing is Vini offside? And I think he is.
He looks offside there, I must
Our
say.
VAR room says that it's offside. Oof. I think if it's allowed, it's a penalty. But
he's going to take a look, which I think is fascinating. If it's offside, I don't know. I don't know why the referee is going to take a look if it's an offside. I must say, but wow, here we go.
They're taking a look to see.
They think it's not a penalty. They think Lamine gets his foot in there and Vinicius kicks Lamine.
Okay,
which was what we were saying, Robert. I understand the viewpoint, but I think I'm more with you. That hey, if I'm trying to shoot and you put your leg in there, I'm going to kick through you.
The thing is, does Lamine get a touch on the ball? I think that is the key.
Yes,
there.
Let's have a look.
Lamine gets a touch on the ball,
then it's a foul from Vinicius.
It's a foul from Vinicius, but I don't know.
I don't know if he does though. I don't think I can see a definitive touch. I mean, this is fascinating. What a huge call, by the way. Inside 4 minutes.
Penalty.
He's given a foul.
Given a foul.
No penalty.
No penalty.
My God, the signal he's done, by the way, he's pointed.
He's pointed that way,
but he's saying it's a foul. No penalty. Well, I must say, Roet, drama here early on. We played about 4.5 minutes here, and with inside 2 of them, we had a golden Barça chance, and Madrid themselves got a penalty.
Well, our VAR room was correct there. Okay, so can we get the poll for first scorer on our live chat? I don't know if Luis is listening to us at the moment, but I'll remind him, as a matter of fact, because since we don't have a
Well, very nearly.
Don't have a penalty.
Very nearly the first goal came from Madrid there, as it were. They've got themselves a free kick here. 5 minutes in. I'm not sure how the nerves are for you, Barça fans. They've certainly shot up inside this studio here because, well, we've had a chaotic start to this one. Arda Güler is over the free kick for Madrid. It's gone all the way to the back post where Bellingham is going to retrieve it. Jude Bellingham just, well, shanks that into the air and it's gone over the crossbar. So a bit of respite here on Szczesny's goal.
Okay. Let's take a look at Marcus Sorg's reaction after the VAR decision.
There we go then.
There we go.
Applause.
Applause by Marcus Sorg, and relief, I believe. It's an interesting one.
It is, yeah.
Let's. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm thrilled that we didn't get a penalty call against us, but I don't know. Sorry, Mark. We're listening to you, Mark. Can you cut the microphone, please? Okay, so Barca moving forward. We'll discuss it in a second.
Yes.
Sorry, it was hard to.
There's almost too much happening. Here's Ferran trying to get in there. Nice little bump from Militao. Rashford's gone through a gap. They didn't like it was there, though. And he looked sharp in the early stages here. Good from De Jong, just recovering possession. Robert, you were saying?
2 points. One, we've seen already what Real Madrid can do in space, how dangerous they can be. And as I was saying, don't get me wrong. I'm thrilled that we didn't get a penalty call against us, but I can see it both ways.
Yeah. It's one of those, I'm not too sure on what the ruling is. I must say I've seen those not given before for that reason, because the referees are saying if you're kicking through a player, that's a foul from you.
Yeah.
My interpretation of it, and I've seen this also given the other way before, is that if you stick your boot in there when I'm about to shoot, then you've impeded me because I'm trying to get a clean shot away and I'm going to have to end up kicking through your boot.
Exactly. If you get your foot in while I'm motioning to shoot...
Yeah. I'm stopping you.
I'm stopping you. The other thing is, obviously, if you get a touch on the ball.
Yeah.
Anyway, offside against Barca. I can see it both ways.
Yeah.
As I say, thrilled that there was no penalty.
Yeah, exactly. Barca will take that early on.
And we do have a poll, by the way, Pablo.
Yes, so let's see it. Let's hear from it.
Who will score the first goal of the match? Will it be Rashford? Will it be Lamine Yamal? Will it be Fermin? It could be Ferran as well.
Oof. That says everything about how well Fermin's doing, by the way, to get his name crept into that poll, doesn't it?
I'm going to do Fermin. I'm going to go Fermin.
It could be Fermin's day. Who have we got? Sorry, Rashford, Fermin and
Lamine Yamal.
Wow. Come on, Marcus Rashford. Got to go for Rashford on the Ed Sheeran day. And the form he's in. But Fermin's a great shout. I think this could be another day for Fermin gets on the score sheet. We certainly hope it is.
Right, well, high press from Barca here.
This is Güler. Now there's the space for Vinicius. Mbappe will just get on his bike and you can see it there, trying to get him behind. Good from Koundé. Got in the way. Now Vinicius again, the space. Again, Mbappe's trying to creep into it. Vinicius, such a good dribbler, and he gives that away with the pass. And now Lamine can break away. He's got Carreras on his tail, but he drops it off here to Pedri.
You can see Mbappe going.
Can't you? Yeah. He's just waiting for it.
Waiting to make the run.
He knows it. It's one of those days for Mbappe that he doesn't get this often in LaLiga because often teams will put a lot of men behind the ball against Madrid unless it's a transition. But today he will get those spaces. Let's see if he can time the runs. This is Lamine Yamal then for Barcelona. Onto his left foot. Lamine with the curler. And it drifts quite far wide of Courtois' post. He just was scrambling over there.
I like that he tried. I like that he tried to drop the shoulder, go to his left, take the shot, be a menace, show that he can do that.
Yeah, that's what we want. I think we want to get Carreras on his back foot as much as possible, really, to get him doubting that he can't deal with Lamine, because it's so often a psychological battle, isn't it? The winger and fullback battle, and we want that early on. And you can just see Pedri winning the ball back high up here. Did very well indeed. Now Rashford. Not a bad start for Barca, I don't think, to be fair. That looked like a good tackle to me from Fermin. Good decision by the referee. Got the ball. Certainly a false one, but I thought he got the ball. Barca might kick this one out. No, Bellingham's going to get back to his feet. De Jong.
I like Pedri's intensity and recovery as well.
Yes. Oh, we're going to have to be like that today. We can't let this game just go past us. We're going to have to be strong in the tackle. This is De Jong. Pedri dropped off here for Balde. Pedri again, the switch over to Lamine is always available. Pedri's used his dancing feet to get through. That's Fermin. Ferran Torres nearly in. That's a vital header from Militao. Really important one, and Carreras can head it clear. Fine margins for Barça right now.
And a good touch by Fermin there to get the ball to bounce off of Vinicius. 67% right now possession for Barca. On your screens, the stat. Barca dominating possession, which is what we wanted at the beginning.
Yeah.
Be careful with the ball, though.
Yeah, you got to be careful. I mean, Madrid would have known they wouldn't have had much of the ball today. I say they're not much. They'll have a decent amount, but they'll know that Barca will probably have more of the ball if there was a team to have more of it this afternoon. But Madrid will be thinking, hey, as long as we got 35% or so, we can just hurt him behind. So far, Barca using the spaces really well, though. Look crisp on the ball, passing well. This is Frenkie de Jong. A team, of course, full of confidence after last season. And, of course, Tuesday night against Olympiacos. This is de Jong again. Balde making a little run as Rashford comes inside. Quick football from Barca, who are just knocking things around carefully here. It's important to do this. We wanted to
have the initiative.
Yeah. And ensure that Madrid didn't get ahead early on, which they nearly did, of course, with that penalty. But so far, Barca.
I do wonder, is there going to be controversy? Is there going to be noise? I don't care, honestly. But,
yeah. About that penalty?
About the penalty, yeah.
Of course there is. I think it's just we're just in a lovely position right now, Robert, that we've just got ourselves and the game that we're watching, because I'm sure if you went on social media right now or the papers, well, it would be quite interesting with what would be said. It's that long ball up from Koulibaly. Fermin gets it on the ground. Careful here. Barca, that's going to fall to Mbappe. Strikes and he scores. And Real Madrid take the lead in El Clásico, and it's Mbappe out of absolutely nothing.
Out of absolutely nothing. As you say, it was a 50-50 ball in midfield. It looked like Fermin had won it back, but it gets poked back, and Mbappe sees it bounce in front of him, lines up the volley, and from distance, from outside the box, gives Real Madrid the 1-0 lead. Barca had been the team with the initiative. Real Madrid strike first.
Robert, I don't know what's more frustrating. If we consider the penalty or that goal we just conceded there, that is such a cheap goal to give up against Real Madrid. It really is. I mean, Barca had the ball, for everyone who can't see the game, of course. Barca had the ball pretty much in their own half, controlled. I think Fermin almost tries to get in a 50-50 here with Goulet. And it comes off Fermin, I think, so that won't be offside. And Mbappe, just instinctively, first time.
Yeah, it's not going to be offside anyway, because Koulibaly was in line with him.
Yeah.
And Mbappe with the strike there. Szczesny could do nothing about it.
Credit Mbappe. He knew Szczesny was off his line.
Yeah.
And he just lashed it over him, because Szczesny wasn't positioned, of course, to deal with that. And it's a frustrating one to concede in a Clásico. I must say, it really is.
Well, there you go. There you go. 1-0, but from what we learned in last season's Clásicos, it's not about how you start.
Well, they're still checking offside here, Sotogrado. I think two things. I think it comes off Fermin, number one, no, and I think he's onside anyway.
I thought he was in line with Koulibaly.
Yeah.
I think Koulibaly was even a little step behind.
Well, they're checking this.
They're taking a good look
They
at
are
it,
taking a very hard, long look at this, and it's not going to count. Offside. Woo-hoo! It's not going to count, and so far, 30 minutes in, this has been packed with controversy, and remarkably, both decisions have gone in our favour. It's Real Madrid 0, Barcelona 0.
There you go. There you go. Well,
Robert, I was convinced that.
I was convinced that
came off
Fermin, and I was convinced that Koulibaly was one step behind Mbappe. We might get a view of it right now. Let's see if they show us. Right, Barca have possession at the moment. Let's hang on to any further reactions. Let's see.
Well, here's Eric Garcia. So far, then, Barca will be counting their lucky stars, I think, Robert, and they've got to make sure no silly mistakes of that again. You can't give the ball away in those sorts of errors, unfortunately. And, hey, it looks as though, I mean, there must be contact from Goulet. I'm sure we'll get a replay in a minute. There must be, because else he's onside. And also, Mbappe must be beyond Koulibaly. Two things that we'll have confirmation of, you'd hope, very shortly from LaLiga and from the referees, as Koundé does really well to win that header. Can Barca get the second contact? Yes, they can, and Housen slipped.
There we go.
Lamine Yamal couldn't quite control her. I think Ferran's eyes lit up there.
Yeah.
We just saw a moment ago, we saw a little shot of Hansi Flick, who's right in the gods in the Bernabeu, in behind some glass. He's watching this one, of course, Robert.
Yes, of course. I mean, he was asked the other day, is it an advantage to be able to watch the game from up above? Marcus Sorg said yesterday, Hansi Flick is the most important part of our team. It's going to be a huge disadvantage to not be able to have him on the bench.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. I have to agree with that.
Okay, let's see how Marcus Sorg reacted to that disallowed goal, the confirmation.
There we go. I mean, I'm intrigued to see the fans behind him as well, who I don't think we're too pleased. But hey, offside is offside. And look, if it comes off Goulet and he was in an offside position, then, you know, unfortunately for Madrid, there can be zero complaints. I mean, the penalty would be more dubious in that regard. Do you know what I mean? If it comes off Goulet and he's offside, that's that.
Sure, the Real Madrid fans are fuming at the moment.
Yes, I think they will be livid.
They'll be feeling hard done by. And obviously the fact that we haven't been able to see a replay yet won't help.
No,
that.
yeah, for those watching
I'm sure we'll see it. But.
Yeah. Oh, you'd imagine they'll want to show everyone just to be sure. Pedri went through a gap that didn't look like it was there, and then I think was fouled. He was. Barça or Taylor, just to get their foot on the ball again. I feel that when we're in possession, we're looking good, and we almost seem on the cusp of getting in behind.
Okay, here we go.
Well, here we go,
replay, Pablo.
Well, you can see there, Mbappe. Oh, he's just offside. By the way, Mbappe is, I can't even describe how much he is offside. He's about that much offside.
We'll sum it up in that Mbappe has a bigger calf than Pau Cubarsí.
Yes,
he has a wider calf.
Yes, it's not even half a leg offside that he is, by the way. It's a fifth of a leg, maybe. It is the finest of margins. And you're right, when you said in live time, it looks level to me. He was level.
He was.
He was level, and it's what I'd like to see, Robert, is a replay of the contact between Fermin and Goulet. Yeah, which we didn't see, but hey,
which we're presuming it came off of Goulet.
Yeah, I mean, I'm certain it. I'm certain it did. Yeah. I'm certain it did. As it were, again, the finest margins of save Barça there, which we'll take 60 minutes in here. We've had drama already. As we often do in the Clásico. Madrid early on, I've just seen Hausen, Carreras, there's been a few slips, maybe they haven't known when to jump. I just wonder whether that's a side we can get in at. They're two very good young players, but they are inexperienced, and it's, of course, their first Clásico, so is that a side Barça can target maybe early on?
Maybe. What we are seeing now is Real Madrid a bit more comfortable on the ball. We saw Barca take the initiative early in the game, dominating possession, having more passes, playing in Real Madrid's half. Now here comes Vini.
Vinicius Junior trying to take on Koundé. Really good defending by Jules Koundé. Brilliant from the Frenchman. He's going to have to be really astute back there all day long. Carreras again getting into a muddle with Fermin. And look how well Fermin does there. This is Lamine now. Back inside to Fermin, and Goulet got the ball. It was a good lunging tackle. Just not quite enough on the pass to Fermin from Lamine, I think, there. Now Madrid can come away with the ball here. They're making a bit of a mess between Bellingham and Camavinga, and they're going to have to go all the way back to the goalkeeper. Goulet there. Oh, I'm not sure he does get much of the ball there on that tackle on Fermin, I must say. It's been punted out of play by Courtois anyway.
And it's one of those in which Fermin could have gotten hurt there. His ankle gets caught in between the legs of the oncoming tackle.
It's not a great tackle, it really isn't, yeah.
No. Maybe he just gets the ball slightly, but yeah.
Szczesny now, who will be pleased that Mbappe goal was ruled out as he was just caught off his line momentarily. This is Balde. Back to Eric Garcia. You get the feeling that Eric and Cubarsí in the lineup also to help Barça bring the ball up the back today and not give away the ball easily. Lovely from Lamine. He saw that really nicely inside to Fermin Lopez. It's dropped off to Pedri. Look at the space that Eric Garcia's in if he wants to dish it off to him. Now Balde. Real Madrid so far, they're holding
back.
Yeah, they're not playing the highest line out of possession. They're a much deeper line than Barça. Possession stats have started to level up, is what's interesting. As you said, Robert, Madrid starting to get a bit more of the ball. I think our stats haven't quite updated yet, but I'm sure they will in just a few moments' time. Again, nice skill from him. Koundé inside.
Nice.
Quick feet from the Frenchman. He finds Fermin Lopez in space. Lamine threatening.
What I like for Barca is that both Frenkie de Jong and Pedri are given space to think and operate when they're on the ball. It's not that asphyxiating press we've seen in other games.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think Madrid without the ball, they're a team who also suffer, and you can see that they don't want to go full blown on the press. You can see it here, but Cubarsí's just stepped past Vinicius, who has done quite well to barge him there. And the referee says that nothing doing. So
now we need to get back.
Yeah, Barca will now need to recover as, well, we've not even played 20 minutes yet. It's flown by here at the Bernabeu. Madrid will insist on passing out the back. This is Camavinga. Nice little dish down the line to Valverde. Just loses sight of the board, and that's going to be a Barca throw-in, should be surely.
Nah, goes Real Madrid's way. You know
it's
what
not
I
been
haven't
given.
done yet, Pablo? I haven't greeted our new members, but it's a very long list, so I need the ball to go out of play for a goal kick or something.
Which is difficult in a Clásico to
it's very difficult
to get a good break of play. It just feels like it's constant here, but the new members, they shall be greeted.
They shall be greeted. You know what I'm going to ask the live chat to do? Once we get Marcus off of our screens. And wait a minute, because Lamine has it here.
Lamine Yamal trying to take on Alvaro Carreras. It's a really good battle, that, and Lamine so far so very nearly getting away. And it's going to go out for a Real Madrid throw, and yet nothing doing by the referee, although has been pulled back for something earlier, I'm not sure. He's having a word with someone here, Sotogrado, and we're going to replay the throw on the far side, I think.
Okay, well, to encourage Barca, to show your love for Barca, why don't you fill the chat with some blue and red hearts? Come on, guys, give us some love for Barca. 15,000 watching. Wow.
Wow.
I mean,
strong numbers.
Watching along with us, cheering for Barca. Do it, guys. Give us some blue and red hearts on the live chat.
We need your support today more than ever, Coolers. Get the hearts in there, get the support in there. It's been a frantic first 20 minutes, and hopefully you've enjoyed keeping up to date with every step of the way with us here on Barca Live. Nice turn up from Bellingham. Brilliant pass from Bellingham. This is Kylian Mbappe, and this time he does find the back of the net. Real Madrid take the lead once more. That was absolutely brilliant from Bellingham to Mbappe, and he took it to perfection. We'll wait and see the offside line. I'm guessing this one is going to stand. Pedri seems fuming with the referee. I'm not quite sure what for. As things stand, Real Madrid 1, Barcelona 0.
Well, we'll wait and see with the replay what the call is. Jude Bellingham with the assist. Kylian Mbappe, who's already had a goal disallowed. Didn't shake, didn't tremble, didn't have any nerves in front of Wojtek Szczęsny, and we'll see here. So he gets back in position. Bellingham turns. Mbappe, I think this time is on.
Even I think he's even on with Cubarsí, and I'll tell you what, he's on from Balde anyway on the far side, I think. Yep. So finally, Madrid, who, well, third time lucky really for them, they will now be taking a lead in El Clásico. Referee's blown his whistle twice. I think it's going to stand though. We're still waiting.
Such a threat, Kylian Mbappe, who had 2 goals disallowed last season. And we're waiting for confirmation here. I think it's going to count this time.
It's been given this time. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Back underway then at the Bernabeu. It's Real Madrid 1, Barcelona 0. It is Kylian Mbappe, and it's exactly really, Robert, the sort of goal that we thought he'd score. I'm going to be honest with you. It's a run in behind. He catches the offside line. He beat it to absolute perfection. And once he's in, he's just not going to miss. It's that simple. He just doesn't miss from those sorts of situations. And, well, so far Madrid are proving why they are strong and why they must be we must be wary of them in these sorts of games. That's an easy yellow card.
Yellow to Valverde.
Has to be. It is a yellow to Fede Valverde there. We'll take that. So yellow card given to Valverde. Well, Robert then, 23 minutes gone. We are finally 1-0 down, it feels, after a few scares. And Madrid on the third time of asking, do get the ball in the back of the net.
There's time. It's my response to all of that. There's time. Barca need to re-establish themselves in the game, regain possession, regain their confidence. And I mean, Real Madrid have had the clearer opportunities. There was that no penalty. There was the disallowed goal, which was by a very fine margin. 2 big warnings there, and the third time was the charm for Xabi Alonso's side. They've shown that with very little, they can be a huge, huge threat. And careful here.
No, they absolutely can. I think Barca need to get through these next few moments. I really do. Madrid are building in confidence here. And look, Clásicos can fluctuate. I mean, you can be up for a good, 20, 30 minutes, even a half of a game, and then bang, it can change. I mean, I remember the cup final last season. We were all over Madrid. It almost like they weren't in the game. And in the second half, they came right back into things and nearly snatched that Copa del Rey final. So look, Barca, they've got to stay calm, got to stay focused. Don't let another goal go in. And hey, ultimately try and get some chances ourselves down the other end. Try and test Courtois, because so far we've looked threatening at times. We just need to really give a threat, I think, to Courtois' goal and to the defence. You know, get Ferran in behind, get Rashford running at his man. Haven't really had enough of that so far, I'd say. This is Bellingham. It's too easy for Madrid. It's Jude Bellingham who shoots. Deflection. It goes up for a corner. And he's in the mood today, Jude Bellingham. It's too easy for him, really, the way he's getting the ball in midfield. And he's dancing around the Barça players. Good block on that occasion from Balde. And well cut out previously by Eddie Garcia. Goes behind for a corner. Szczesny was rooted to his spot. Barça just need to get through these next minutes, you feel, and start to put the pressure on the Madrid goal. But after their 4 defeats to Barça in a row last season, they'll be out for revenge today.
They will be.
Real Madrid, and they'll have the bit between their teeth. They'll feel this is a huge chance for them with the absences that Barça have got in their side. And of course, Madrid know, as things stand, they're 5 points clear at the top of the table. Mbappe's cross is going to find Valverde on his left foot. He's not quite as strong. And it goes over the top of the crossbar.
Right, Pablo, I have a question for you and I have a question for the fans. How does Barça need to react? Calm the game down with possession, find Lamine, or limit those Mbappe runs? As we see the players of the women's team in attendance. Also former players Mariona Caldenteja and Hermoso as well at the Bernabeu.
Good amount of them.
We saw a good amount of the Barça Femení players there in attendance at the Bernabeu, rooting for Barça.
Yeah, nice to see them in support. In reaction in regards to your question, Robert, I think I'm going to have to go for limit. I'm going to go calm the game down with possession. In fact, I think that's exactly what Barça need to do in this sort of game. Calm the game down, get a foothold on the game. We need that more than ever now, and I said that just a moment ago, so I'm going to have to go for number 1. Limiting Mbappe's runs, I mean, it'll be excellent. I just can't see where we can do it. And I think almost...
Well, if you dominate the game with possession, you limit the Mbappe runs. Yeah.
So I'm going to have to go for number 1. And look, I think if we can find Lamine, then bonus, you know. But I think with possession, we'll naturally find Lamine too. But even what we've got right now, we've got possession. Madrid probably won't mind this. As long as they're here, as long as we're here and we're contained, they'll be okay with that. But we've got to start, like I said, getting the ball out to our front men and threaten them. Can we get a Ferdinand shot away? Can we link that midfield and attack? Right now, hasn't really happened in the opening nearly half an hour here.
I think we need to calm the game down the way we're doing it right now with possession. A bit more aggressive possession, maybe, as we saw Pedri frustrated now, saying that he was being grabbed. And find the moment to speed things up, to find that opportunity. I agree with you, Pablo. If we got a shot from outside the box, Rashford, Fermin, they can whip it in. It would be good to find a good Lamine Yamal as well. So far, Kylian Mbappe has showed up for Real Madrid. A couple of attempts by Lamine Yamal. Now we need him to be at his best right now. Here he is.
Lamine Yamal, a bit of a loose touch from Lamine, and Vinicius clears it off. Lamine and out for a Real Madrid throw in, who are enjoying themselves, I think it's fair to say, so far. De Jong trying to just encourage Lamine Yamal. Just stick at it, stick at it. I mean, Lamine's a player that just get the ball at his feet. Can he start taking on Carreras? That's what the Madrid left back will be hoping doesn't happen, and so far it's been comfortable enough for Los Blancos, who are enjoying themselves in what's quite an overcast day in Madrid. That's Camavinga all the way back to Courtois. I mean, even the way they build it at the back, a little bit too easy, I think, is what Flick will be saying right now for Madrid. They'll be feeling a bit too comfortable for a Clásico. That's a bad giveaway, though, which Cubarsí comes and sees too.
Timing of the press feels a bit off now for Barca, and a bit too much distance between the attacking players, the midfielders as well. Real Madrid able to beat that press with relative ease. Now Eddie Garcia called for a foul.
It was cheap, it was light, but I think he does catch Bellingham, who felt some contact and went to ground, but it was very cheap. Madrid have gone immediately up tier to Mbappe, and Szczesny makes a save that he should make at his near post. But you can see what they're doing, Madrid. They're just fast passes up to Mbappe. We knew it would happen, and hey, it's working for them.
Yeah, and Cubarsí almost caught off guard there. The save by Szczesny. There you go.
Yeah, confidence boost for Szczesny, which is exactly what we need. You see some of the stats on our screen. We've still got the possession, and I think we're level on shots with Madrid, but it almost doesn't feel like it, does it, Robert, with the way Madrid are coming forward compared to Barça. Here's the corner then for Real Madrid. It goes over everyone. It's going to be retrieved here by Vinicius. Ferran's coming to to meet him. We haven't quite seen Ferran get in behind yet.
No.
Question marks as to how fit he was. I mean, he got the medical green light ahead of the game against Olympiacos. That's a really good ball in behind. There's Hausen. Oh, it's a super save by Szczesny. Best he's made yet. Vital one to the night. The Madrid centre-back for making it 2 on his first Clásico for the club.
Wojtek Szczesny with the save again. A good run in behind by Hausen. That was going in as well.
That's a brilliant save by Szczesny. Look at that. Left hand. Brilliant.
Almost felt like he was floating towards it. Can he get it here? Punched away.
Good punch by the pole. Now Lamine Yamal falls to the right man in Barça, red and blue. Lamine, brilliant pass through to Ferran, but again, it's just inches and centimetres that are saving Madrid. And look at this for a mental 50-50.
Look at that scramble.
And surely that's a booking for Bellingham. That foul there on De Jong. I think he came right through him. De Jong seems perplexed that it's not, and that was a crazy scramble. But again, just that break over the corner, Robert, it felt like there were inches in that for us to be in. We were in if we just got the pass right. Just here on De Jong, there.
That's a hard foul by Bellingham. Here's Rashford. Come on, Marcus. No.
Trying to get away from Valverde. The referee says nothing wrong with it. Oh, vital from Eric Garcia. Had to get there, did get there because Mbappe was in. One of those he had to go to ground for. Madrid plan's clear. They turn over possession. They just pass it up to Mbappe first time in behind. You can see it. Rashford's taking a bit of a whack here to his mouth, which is frustrating Madrid because they want to take this quickly. You can almost see the anger of which Madrid are playing with. They can tell they've got the bit between their teeth so far. I mean, Barça have got a lot of the possession, but it's been no bother for the Spanish team, who are just quite comfortable right now in terms of turning over the ball and breaking behind. Another short corner taken there. Guled, and it's going to be another corner. It was blocked by Rashford.
Yeah, Real Madrid seem right now in those 50-50 balls like the team who are managing to recover the ball. Barca, are playing a scrappy game in that sense as well. They're going for them. They're not playing complacently. But Real Madrid seem to have just something extra at the moment.
There's the corner. Easy for Rashford to get away at the front post, but Barca just need to get a foothold back on the ball. But even when we get it, at least try and threaten. That's good from Pedri, but it's going to go out for a Real Madrid throw-in. You almost get the feeling right now that, well, Barca will take 1-0 in a way. This is the offside we're seeing for the goal, by the way. Yeah. I think he may have been beyond Kouarsi. He certainly wasn't beyond Balde, who was just a tad behind the defensive line and played Mbappe onside.
Pablo, how are we feeling? Are we feeling optimistic? What will the score be at half-time? 1-1? 2-1? Is it going to remain 1-0?
In a weird way, Barça will probably take 1-0 right now. Just get in a 1-0 and calm things down. But I'm going to go for 1-0. I believe we're going to get a chance before the end of the half. And I also believe that Barça can take it. So I'm going to go for 1-0 at the interval. 2-1, I think the way things are going is maybe a tad optimistic, you'd have to say, with how things are looking right now. Hey, I don't think if we go in 1-0 down at half-time, it's the end of the world. It's a Clásico. Things change ever so quickly.
Yep.
Stay calm. And that would be the message I would say to those Barça players. Flick would have to say that to them too. But that's not to say don't change things at half-time. Certainly do change something, but 1-0 is not the end of the world.
There are different waves in a Clásico, and Barça need to be able to ride the wave when it's going in their favour, when the wind is blowing in their favour. When they get the opportunity, pull the trigger. I feel that can happen before half-time. I'm going 1-1 as well.
Yeah. Now Eric, boasting into a bit of space. This is Balde. Pedri. Just threatening, isn't he, the pass? I think Lamine is who they're looking to. Now Pedri again. I mean, Madrid are off the ball looking quite solid as well, I must say. They are well positioned. It's down to Barça to see if they can break the Madrid dam. Maybe now with Ferran Torres.
Yeah!
Saved by Courtois. That was the big Barça chance. It looked as though it opened up for the Barça number 7. And he couldn't quite get the purchase in the shot.
They just allowed Eric to trundle along, didn't they? The setup there on the edge of the box. Ferran found the opening to shoot, just couldn't get it off.
Well, he might be in again
with
here.
enough power. Hey, foul!
Excellent foot to foot. And he's not given that. Well, it looked a foul to me. I must say, no complaints from Ferran. Tell us maybe another story, but it looked a foul to me from Militao. But the chance for Barça through Ferran a few moments ago was a big one.
It was a big one.
Now Bellingham again, well done. Pedri, although it comes off Pedri, so Mbappe's onside. It's Mbappe. It's Vinicius Jr. It's a good save again by Szczesny. He's made a few of them now. The Polish goalkeeper, 3 in a row.
There you go.
And, well, again, Madrid on the counter-attack. It came to them a bit fortunately, you'd have to say, but here they come. Camavinga slips. Rashford can break away now, and he's quick, and Camavinga, you'd expect, isn't going to catch him. Marcus Rashford down the left for Barça, and he couldn't quite get it through to Lamine. Good, though, from Rashford. Gets Barça out of their own half.
I like how Barca have reacted in these last few minutes. The chance there for Varane, it felt like he just took... Maybe he needed the touch to control the ball, to slow it down. It felt like he could have gone first touch maybe and would have had a bigger advantage.
Yeah, it felt like an age almost, didn't it, to get out of his feet. He just let the Madrid defenders back in. I think they ended up putting him off, actually. That little move there, the little ball up to Ferran, the flick on to Fermin. Now Lamine again for Barça. Into Ferran Torres. Might well come back to Lamine Yamal. Twinkling feet. Still Lamine. Oh! It's all happening, and the referee's going to give the previous foul to Real Madrid, so the foul that maybe was made on Lamine will not stand.
Barca are getting to the edge of Real Madrid's box. We're getting there. We're close. It's, I can feel something changing in this game.
Yes, and it's what we were saying. I mean, if you can just ride your luck a little bit in a Clásico, if you can get away with a few chances, as maybe we have with those big Szczesny saves in recent moments, you will get chances yourself. And certainly Ferran Torres looks maybe the most likely to steer Barça level in this one if he gets a yard of space, which you'd imagine he will at some point. So far, Bellingham and Mbappe also looking very sharp for the home team so far in this Clásico. 10 minutes to go until half-time. Real Madrid 1, Barça 0. Not long to catch our breath. It's long from Courtois. Balde down now to Eric Garcia. Just feel maybe the tide just changing a tad back in Barça's favour. Kouarsi back to Szczesny. Even here, Barça have got to be careful and building up from the back. But one ball up to Ferran. If he'd got there first, Rashford was in. As it were, straight on the other end with Vinicius. Carreras making the overlap. He's not been tracked. It's Carreras. The pullback's really good. It's Bellingham. And it's Szczesny again, who has been called into plenty of first half action here. Certainly more than Courtois.
Fourth save by my count by Szczesny there. Bellingham scuffs it just a little bit. The shot comes off weak with a bit of a bounce.
Excellent ball up there from Szczesny. Now, Fermin, was he fouled? No. Good tackle, says the referee. All the 50-50 is just heading Madrid's way. That's a super ball on the back, which Szczesny was really alert to get, because Goulet, he's just got that little telepathy going on with Mbappe, knows when to find him. Pedri now. Lamine trying something ambitious to get Koundé behind. Didn't quite come off. It's not quite coming off for Lamine. Easy for Hausen to come across. His ball just puts Militao in a spot of bother, though. Come on, Barça. Can we pen Madrid in here in these sorts of situations? So far they built up well. Careful there. Goulet there.
There we go. Good.
Balde wins it here. Balde. Rashford's in. Massive chance. Fermin! It's Fermin Lopez who equalises at the Bernabeu, and he salutes the Barça fans in that corner. Bad giveaway by Goulet, pounced upon by Barça. Rashford set up Fermin, and it's the Ferminator who brings the Catalans level in the capital. Madrid 1, Barça 1.
And high press and recovery pays off. Good collective effort to make the most of that Arda Güler mess up. And the Ferminator scores at the Bernabeu again. Pedri flicks it to Rashford. Balde finds Rashford again. Yet another assist this season by Marcus Rashford. And the Ferminator continues where he left it on Tuesday against Olympiacos. It's Real Madrid 1, Barca 1. Come on, live chat, celebrate with us.
Well, we will absolutely take that. I must say, it didn't look maybe, Robert, as if it was going to be a Barça goal before half-time. It's Madrid who've had all the chances, really. And, well, Goulet, silly inexperience there. He was diddling and daddling on the ball for far too long. You can't do that in a Clásico. Pedri picked his pocket, and credit to Barça. They were quick in their thinking, and it had to be Fermin, didn't it? Well done to all of you in the live chat who put him as first scorer, because he's done it yet again for Barça. Very much the man in form. Now Carreras away by De Jong. It's a corner to Madrid. You can't catch your breath in this one. at the Bernabeu. It truly is El Clásico.
Use your goal emojis on the live chat. What form Fermin has come back in. He almost scored 3 times against Girona, had a hat-trick against Olympiacos, and here he is equalising for Barca when we were struggling in this first half.
Goulet over the Madrid corner, the man who made the error. Vital touch, I think, from Pedri in there, and yet we'll take that off Ferran. And behind for another corner. Well, Robert, I think you'd have to say, if it goes 1-1 at half-time here, Barca will certainly take that, all things considered, in this first half. It's not been an easy 45 for Hansi Flick, Marcus Sorg's team. We've got an important 6 minutes here, a very long time in football, a very long time in a Clásico to see out here, though, and it's Madrid who are the team coming forward once more. And they've got another corner on the other side with Goulet. Should be Szczesny's got a good glove on it. And now Barca can break again. Look at the Blaugrana shirt steaming forward. Here's Fermin, and they got pace in behind too. If Fermin hurries, he goes to Pedri. Pedri with options inside, and Camavinga with a vital touch. It goes behind for a Barca corner. It's end-to-end stuff at the Bernabeu.
Pedri just ran out of steam, I think. He tried to play it back in there. An extra touch might have benefited him in order to be able to cut back and play it on to one of the oncoming players, of which there were several, by the way. Good counter by Barca, though. Yeah,
I must say, I thought he would have, Pedri. I thought he was going to come back inside. He didn't in the end, and went first time with the left foot. And I know he was probably thinking that Madrid were going to get back in numbers, but there were Barca options in the middle. This is Rashford, who is over this corner for Barca, the man who got the assist on his Clásico debut. The 2 Englishmen with the assists today, Bellingham and Marcus Rashford. Here is Barca's one. Flicked on by Fermin! And it's off the goal line. I think Courtois got a bit on it. And Madrid survived themselves. Fermin very nearly again. Here come Madrid on the counter-attack. He should make a foul, Pedri. He does make a foul, and it's an important one, I must say. Yeah.
Yes, Pedri. We'll take that.
He takes the yellow card, and fair play to Vinicius on that occasion. He didn't make a drama. He did accept it, and got to his feet. Yellow card for Pedri.
And we'll take that yellow card all day long. Look at him, how hard he had to tug. And it was almost off the line. It was Housen who headed away. Right, the game has come to a... So shall we take a look at the reaction of Marcus Sorg, of how the bench reacted to Fermin's goal? There you go. We're not used to those. No. We're not used to those, because Hansi's like just...
It's a bit calmer.
A bit calmer in his reactions. Yeah,
Sorg couldn't contain himself, and rightly so. When you score in a Clásico, you've got to make it count. Marcus Sorg, they're delighted with Barca's equaliser, as are we here on Barca Live. This is Vinicius again now driving at his man. His cross is going to stay in at the back post. It's 1, and it's 2-1 Real Madrid. It is far, far too easy from their perspective. And I must say, it's Jude Bellingham who's got the goal. Another cheap goal for Barca to concede.
That felt like a very cheap one, because Vini's cross is far from optimal. It just floats up in the sky at the far post. That needs to be dealt with, needs to be cleared. The ball played back across, and Bellingham, almost on the line of goal, puts it in the back of the net, and I'm gutted about that one.
Such a sucker punch on it before half-time. Barca have done all the hard work to get themselves level in this one.
Yep.
In a game that was not easy by any stretch of the imagination. Kubarsi, by the way, is down, holding his face. He feels as though he got a whack. I'm not sure it's going to be ruled out, though, I must say. Bellingham's really enjoying himself, though. I mean, and this from Vinicius, I just wonder whether we could have kept him there in that corner flag. He does ever so well, though, to keep going. Didn't look dangerous, the cross, did it? But, well, Militao, he's got the height on Balle at the back post. He wins it really well. Housen was in there. That could be a foul on Kubarsi from Housen.
It could be a foul on Kubarsi, although I don't think Kubarsi was ever going to get to that ball.
No, I'd agree. He wasn't going to get to the ball, and it's easy for Bellingham on the goal line. Just wonder whether Housen gives Kubarsi a whack there with the elbow. I'd be surprised if they ruled this out, I must say.
I would be surprised as well, but I mean, a whack there was. It looks like they're waving it off, though.
Yeah?
Well, just like saying, get on with it. Yeah.
Goal.
Yeah, the referee says it's a goal.
Goal's been given. So Madrid do take the lead, or retake the lead, going into half-time. God, that's a tough one to take, isn't it?
It is.
For Barca. That's a real sucker punch.
We were back in. And
we were.
It just felt... It's frustrating because it felt a little bit too easy.
It did. It really did. I mean... We were just saying, don't give anything easy up before half-time, not in this game. And I think right now, what Madrid will be saying, and will probably give them confidence, is it's been too easy for them to create chances, to score goals. You have to work a bit harder than that in a Clásico to get a goal, I'd say. And Barca worked really hard for their equaliser. They pressed really high, worked it well. Madrid, I mean, they just hooked onto the back post, nodded it down, and bang, goal. It almost felt like a dead situation almost in the game, but no, I mean, Vinicius hung one up, Militao headed it down, and Bellingham tapped it on the goal line. Aye.
Yes, I think we've just tapped onto something there, which is that today for Barca it's felt so far like hard work, whereas for Real Madrid all they really needed was Mbappe to make the runs. It was a nice pass by Bellingham for the first one, and that one there is just like did you see that cross from Vini, who's getting away once again?
Yeah, there he comes, Vinicius Junior. He's certainly on form tonight, enjoying himself, causing issues down the left-hand side. It's an excellent pullback. It's brilliant from Vinicius. It's brilliant from Real Madrid, I must say. And surely they're going to make it 3. Yes, they are. It's offside, and it's not going to count. Mbappe, they're playing some really good football, causing Barca big issues right now. Yep. And I did think he was offside there, Mbappe, I must say. But this, first of all, from Vinicius, superb. And then from Goulet, he's onside there. Bellingham so nearly scores, he's offside there.
Mbappe is off when Bellingham tries to poke it in.
Exactly, yes. Not going to stand. What would have stood is the Bellingham shot, which was an excellent save by Szczesny, who is all that's standing really between Barca and a good few goals down at half-time here. It really is. Another bad giveaway at the back. Here comes Camavinga. Weirdly, Robert, 2-1 doesn't feel so bad right now. Over to Vinicius, there's 6 additional minutes, so it's not going to be half-time anytime soon. Throw in Barca. We'll take that.
We will take that. I think Barca need a chance to breathe here. It just feels like we're a little bit off in timing everything. The timing is not optimal. When the ball is being played out from behind, the pass isn't getting to the player who's making the run now. Pedri knocked over, and that is a foul, yes.
Was given by Sotogrado.
And like I say, we've had good moments of possession, like with the equalizer.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's also felt like there's too much space in between the Barca players.
Yeah. Just in terms of the press being a bit disjointed, you mean?
Yeah.
I think it's been too easy for Madrid to pass around us right now. I think this is maybe the most fun Madrid have had in a Clásico in a long time in its opening 45 minutes. They've grown in confidence as the game has gone on as well. I thought we started quite well and nearly scored within inside 60 seconds. But since then, it feels like every time they come at us, they look threatening. That's a foul on Ferran. Surely.
No foul?
He's not giving it well. I can't believe it. I thought he was stepped on there. Ferran Torres. I think it was Militao who stepped on him. Not enjoying himself so far up front. Ferran. Courtois out to Carreras. I mean, Barca have got to change something in the second half, Robert, strategy-wise, in terms of just stopping the ease of Madrid, who've given it away really stupidly again here for them. Here's Rashford. Almost feels like they're their own worst enemy right now, Madrid, in terms of giving us chances with sloppy giveaways from the young players. But other than that, Barca are struggling to carve out chances. Here's Rashford.
The good news here is that there's 6 minutes of added time. Can we find something here in this added stretch of time?
Ball's going to pop to Koundé. Careful, because Vinicius is going to try and reach that, and boy is he quick. Kovacs is no slouch either, and gets it back to Szczesny, and Barca will be able to get out the back. Come on, is there something left in this half for Barca? Koundé goes long. That's wayward, really, and easy for the Belgian in goal.
It's just an easy giveaway there when you want to enjoy possession, once again, get high up, get to the edge of the box. If you lose it there, then you're organised. Then you can press quickly. When you play the long passes, all that it does is stretch everything out, and I think that plays to Real Madrid's advantage.
Yeah, absolutely. Tchouameni with the ball forward here to Camavinga. Now Bellingham, you can just see, he looks up and thinks, where are you, Bellingham? Where are you, Mbappe, rather? Vinicius now. Carreras has got that left side to himself. It's Bellingham. It's Kylian Mbappe. It's really well done from Balde. Watched him all the way.
Well defended by Alejandro Balde there. Now here.
Nice put clear by Eric. Has found Rashford. Rashford almost feels like he's a bit too worried to go forward and give it away, which is fair enough. But I still want to hold on to the ball. De Jong, he does go long to Rashford. He's in behind. That's not a bad ball at all by the Dutchman. Rashford in the channel. Good tackle by Valverde. There should be a Barca ball though, surely, yeah. Yeah, it is.
Throw in, not a foul, but a throw in. So 2 minutes left in this first half. We're high up on the pitch here. Let's see. Can we carve out an opportunity?
Come on,
here?
Barça. Is there something before the half is up? Maybe now. De Jong. Back to Eric. It would feel like a massive, massive goal if it was. Barça brought themselves level through Fermin, but that goal quickly ruled out by Bellingham. Eric now. Koundé. Nice ball into Fermin. Good little give and go too. Koundé over to Pedri. Rashford.
Nice and
Ferran
patiently played this.
It was very ambitious from Ferran, I must say, who probably was lucky the ball came through to him, and I thought should have just maybe brought it down, but he couldn't resist the shot.
Yeah, there was a pass back there to Pedri to restart things. It's funny this as well, because I think on the boards at the stadium, the clock stops counting. So as a player, you're not really aware as well of how much time you have.
Yeah.
Like you've got 6 added minutes.
They don't know how many have played, yeah.
So maybe Ferran felt the urge to shoot there.
Well, just 40 seconds left of the first half for Barça. We've nearly played all of those 6 that were added on. Eric Garcia.
One more chance here, come on.
Pattern slowly starting to be set here just towards the end of the half of maybe Madrid. They'll just sit in a little bit more with their lead. This is Barça.
They'll be happy to recover and run with Mbappe and Vini.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what they'll be waiting for. I mean, Barça know it. It's no secret. This is Fermin now. Space was in behind there, though, to Ferran. Now De Jong. Quick feet from him. Still De Jong. It's a right mess in there. Madrid have come away with the ball in the end. And, well, Barça will almost want the whistle now because here comes Camavinga. There's going to be one last Madrid attack. Just when you thought it was all over, it's Vinicius. Glides past Koundé. Vinicius! Oh, super block by Barça, and surely now it's half-time. Yes, it is. Half-time at the Bernabeu. Real Madrid 2, Barcelona 1, Robert.
Yes, goals from Mbappe and Jude Bellingham. Fermin equalised for Barça. I think Real Madrid have been the most threatening team in the first half. Probably a fair result. Wojtek Szczęsny saved a few for Barça. Things need to change in the second half.
Yeah, they absolutely do. Lots of work to do from Barcelona perspective. You'd have to say Real Madrid have been the better team so far, but there's still time in this game for Barça to come back and produce something at the Bernabeu. At half-time, they go in, and thanks to a lot of Szczęsny saves, at Real Madrid 2, Barcelona 1.
Okay, Pablo, 2-1. Players heading into the dressing room. A lot of things I think need to be corrected. I think we pointed it out at one point in the first half. Everything felt like hard work for Barca, except for the first initial 10 minutes. I think Barca looked good there. But once Real Madrid started to be comfortable with those runs by Mbappe, finding the passes via Güler, via Jude Bellingham, they started to settle into the game themselves, made possession more or less equal. And I mean, if I'm honest, Real Madrid were probably the better team in the first half. Yeah. They looked a lot more comfortable than Barca did.
Oh, they really did. I think they'll be delighted with the first half, and Xabi Alonso will. Probably the only thing they'll be upset about is the fact that they're only leading by 1.
Yep.
And I think for Barca, they'll have to take that because Madrid have looked really good, I must say. And with the way we've been playing, Madrid have also found chances, and they found them quite easily. You're right in that Barca is a tad disjointed. We've looked quite... Everything's been quite difficult for us. You know, in contrast to Madrid, it's quite simple. And they've managed to pluck us off on a few occasions. And they've got their goals eventually after, you know, the VAR penalty overturned. The Mbappe goal was overturned. Finally, he and Bellingham are on the score sheet. The positive for Barca for me is that Madrid often have been their own worst enemy. Güler, I think Carreras, Halsen as well. They don't look 100% sure to me at the back. And that's where I'd look at to say, we've got chances in this game still to grab for us. We really do. Don't give up yet. Keep things ticking over midfield. Stop giving away so many silly chances. We've got to be more attentive at the back. 100%. Flick will say that almost number 1. But hey, be positive. Down the other end, we're going to get chances. They're not invincible in defence, Madrid, by no stretch of the imagination. They do leave spaces.
Yeah, and I think the encouraging thing for Barca is that when they've looked at their best is through possession, playing high up. not a lot of chances have come out of it, but I'm sure that they can. And the bad news is that sometimes it's all looked a little bit rushed. There've been a couple of mistakes. There's been a couple of long passes that just benefit Real Madrid. It's going to be hard for Barca to be a menace in that sense. And we'll see what Hansi Flick and Marcus Sorg can move at halftime, what they can correct at halftime in order to try and turn this game around, which I'm sure we can do, by the way.
Yeah, I've got full faith, of course, in Hansi Flick and the players. I still think there are a few gears for Barca to go up to in this second half, so I'm really hopeful in that regard. The danger is if Madrid keep playing like they are, they're going to get chances, so we've really got to try and nip them in the bud.
Right, well, have you prepared a halftime quiz, Pablo?
I have indeed, yes.
Right, we're going to take a quick breather here in the studio, but we're going to leave you with the halftime quiz. Do it, guys. Yes, I hope we do enjoy the second half, as that last slide said. Who got 5 out of 5, guys, on that halftime quiz? Hope you enjoyed it. Hope we kept you entertained during this halftime break. The players are still in the dressing room, and I do believe we have our colleague Paul Martinez at the Santiago Bernabeu, who will bring us all the latest. Can we go to Paul, guys? No response. Paul.
Què tal, Robert? Com esteu? Aquí en directe des del Santiago Bernabéu. Temps de descans. Ara els futbolistes als vestidors escoltant les ordres tant de Xavi Alonso pel conjunt blanc, també les ordres avui de Marcus Sorg com a segon entrenador del Barça. La primera part ens ha deixat una miqueta fred. Sí que és cert que segurament un partit que podíem esperar amb ocasions pels dos equips. Sí que és cert que també l'ha tingut més el Real Madrid, la possessió l'ha tingut més el Barça i un Real Madrid que s'ha avançat. Primer amb el gol que ha aconseguit Kylian Mbappé, el pitxitxí de la Lliga. Després ha empatat Fermín en una bona acció també d'Alejandro Balde i Marcus Rashford amb l'assistència. Ha marcat Fermín, que és el màxim golejador de l'equip blaugrana amb 6 dianes, amb una assistència també, com dèiem, de Marcus Rashford, que amb 5 és el màxim assistent, i després la diana de Jude Bellingham, que ara deixa aquest 2-1 provisional. A hores d'ara no escalfa cap futbolista del Barça, sí que veiem que van sortint amb contagotes. Veiem a Diego Kochen, a Eder Ayer, també els porters suplents, Ronny Bargi, Gerard Martín i Antonio Fernández. Per tant, aquests són els futbolistes. Tot sembla intuir que no hi haurà cap substitució ben entrada aquesta segona meitat. Esperem al segon temps a veure si Hansi Flick i Marcus Sorg en el dia d'avui considera que hi hagi canvis. Màxim optimisme en el Barça, que com dèiem, 4 partits disputats la temporada passada, 4 victòries. A veure si l'equip blaugrana avui pot sumar aquesta 5a victòria consecutiva davant el Real Madrid.
Gracias, Paul. There you go. Paul was saying several players warming up, but it doesn't look like anyone is coming on at the beginning of this second half. Several things I'd like to do. One is, of course, remind our fans that they can win concert tickets and an exclusive jersey to the Ed Sheeran concert next August in LA, in Los Angeles. Why would you not want to go? It's easy. You have the link in the description. Click on it. You register on the Barca website and take part in the draw. Good luck to you all. Good luck if you do so. It's a good moment right now, half-time, to do it. You have a few minutes to take your time and just register and apply or take part in that draw, in which you can win concert tickets and an exclusive jersey signed by Ed Sheeran. Right, another thing that I would like to remind our fans of is that there is a Barca Matchday playlist by Ed Sheeran on Spotify available to you, so you can find that as well with some big hits on that. And going back to the game, I would like to ask, who was the best player in the first half? Option 1, Szczęsny. Option 2, Fermín, the scorer. Option 3, Pedri, who gave us good glimpses, but I think if it's 2-1 at half-time, it's because of Szczęsny.
Yeah, I'd have to say it's number 1, Robert. Not what we'd want to be saying, is it, I think, at half-time in this Clásico. If you told everyone when they woke up this morning that maybe Barca's best player at half-time would have been Szczęsny, they would have said, you having a laugh? Or, well, it's been that game so far already for Barca. He's been excellent, I must say. He's kept Barca in it at times, and he's made some really good saves. Let's hope those saves prove pivotal for Barca and steer us towards a massive win or even a draw here, or get Barca back in the game. It could be one of those moments that you look back on at the end of the season and go, hey, those saves from Szczęsny in the first half were vital. In fact, I'll remind people, 0-0 in this fixture last season, and Iñaki Peña had made a few vital saves. I remember one from Bellingham that he clawed out from the goal line. We maybe thought at the time, well, Iñaki Peña's been one of Barca's best players at half-time. We went on to win 4-0. El Clásico can change very quickly. They really can. It's not to say that Madrid haven't been very good and that Barca haven't really been quite up to it. But hey, you know, calm. This can change quickly. We've got a team that has done it last season. We've got a manager that's done it last season. It's now time to show faith in these players.
Like I said in the first half, Clásicos are several different waves, and Barca will have their waves and need to make the most of their waves. There are players who can come off of the bench and make an impact as well. And usually we see Barca come out different after Hansi Flick's half-time talk. There's always adjustments that are made. This team has made a comeback or two as well this season, so I trust that we can see a better version of Barca in the second half. I do have another question, as a matter of fact, which is, if we can get it right now on our screens, there it is. What does Barca need to improve in the second half? To have more aggressive possession, because we've had possession. but we need it to be more purposeful, more aggressive, more, okay, when we're in that final third, find the option, go. To find Lamine Yamal, or is the solution to move the bench?
I will say that we said before the game, Robert, on point number 2 on this list here, we said Mbappe is going to be key for Madrid and Lamine is going to be key for Barça. Well, Madrid have been able to find Mbappe exactly where he wants it. Balls in behind, he's scored, he had another one ruled out, he's been threatening all game long. Barça haven't been able to do that with Lamine. We do need to change that massively because he's the game changer in this game. Can we get him 1v1? Can we get the ball to him constantly, threatening Carreras, taking him on? Because I think where he's receiving it right now is too deep and he's not actually being able to take on the Madrid backline. But I'm going to go for number 1. I don't know how many times I said it in the first half. More aggressive possession. Even when we've turned over the ball and we've had possession, we haven't really been able to really threaten them with a lot of that possession and test Courtois and put them under the sort of pressure that they go, hey, now we've got to be careful going forward ourselves. I think they feel quite comfortable right now, Madrid, when Barça have the ball in their own half. I really do.
Right, well, second half about to start, Pablo.
Yes. Just Real Madrid players in the tunnel. We can see them on our screens just waiting to stroll down. They will be chuffed with. There they are then, those Real Madrid players. And Mbappe, of course, the one who got the goal in the first half for Madrid. And Bellingham's also got on the score sheet for them too, taking to the field here at the Santiago Bernabeu. A reminder, at half-time, it's Real Madrid 2, Barcelona 1, as the players are back out on the pitch for the second half. Barça with a lot to improve on, a lot to work on, a massive second half it feels in their season. Of course, if this result holds, it will mean that Madrid go 5 points clear at the top of LaLiga, something Barça don't want to give up, not this early on to the season. We need to see more of Pedri, more of Lamine Yamal in this second half.
And less of Kylian Mbappe.
Yeah, Mbappe's been laughing so far. We need to ensure that's not the case. Back on the way then at the Bernabeu. Come on, Barça. What have you got for us in this second half?
No changes at half-time, therefore we're still playing with Szczesny, Koundé, Cubarsí, Eric and Balde, Frenkie de Jong and Pedri in midfield, with Lamine Yamal, Fermin, the goal scorer, and Rashford as the 3 attacking midfielders. Ferran Torres serves as the number 9 for Barca. No changes for Real Madrid either as the second half has started. The ball is rolling. Here's Marcus Rashford.
Nice little turn by Rashford, but he couldn't get out of a tight spot there. I mean, Barça, Sorg said in the preview, we can't give away cheap possession. Barça must ensure they don't do that in this second half. That's gone out for a goal kick. I'm immediately looking forward, Robert, here, right from minute 1, a change in our approach in this game. I really am. I'm talking less spaces that we offer Madrid. I'm talking the way we use the ball too, and indeed the way we are without possession. The way that we're pressing the Madrid player who's on the ball, because I think you're not really going to stop Mbappe making the runs in behind. He's going to be able to make them. The question for Barça is stopping the ball at source.
Exactly.
We haven't been able to do that. That's excellent from Balde, though, who's found Marcus Rashford. Big chance this early on for Barça. He can run at Militao. It's Marcus Rashford. Thought with a shot, thought better of it. It's Fermin Lopez, and it's straight down the throat of Courtois.
He had Lamine Yamal to his right, decided to take the shot himself, and very much like the Ferran Torres opportunity in the first half, it felt like at the last moment he hesitated with the oncoming Hausen. Hausen made him feel just a little bit one edge uncomfortable there as he took the shot. Careful here.
Watch out here, because Goulet got in behind, and Barca probably count themselves lucky he's not one of Madrid's quicker players, because he looked in there. Camavinga. I mean, immediately that attack was better from Barca, wasn't it?
It was, definitely.
Much better. Rashford, Balde, and we were in. We had chances, loads of space. This is a good move from Madrid themselves. There was Vinicius. Sharp Szczesny there. Deflection on the cross and beaten behind for a corner, the first of the second half.
Corner kick for Real Madrid. Every time that Vini has made a run down that left, he's looked threatening today. And that he has scored in that fashion before against Barca. Do you remember once he scored off of a rebound?
At Camp Nou, maybe?
I believe it was.
Off Araujo, maybe?
I think it was, yes. Maybe at the Bernabeu, I can't remember.
Yeah. Corner by Goulet. Chouameni with the first contact over for a goal kick.
You know what I'm changing in the second half?
Wow. I'll tell you what, I'm going to put the hat on for a bit, Robert. Shall I do front, you do back?
Do whatever you like, Pablo.
I want to put the hat on for a bit.
The Barca hat has been reversed. Let's see if it reverses our luck in the second half. You know what? I thought I saw draw warming up for Barca. Ooh, that's interesting.
I mean, it's one of those situations, one of those games where that may well happen. Because Flick doesn't have an awful lot of options on the bench. He's going to have to look to his youth. Bellingham dancing away now for Madrid. Bellingham, good from Eric Garcia behind for a
corner.
Sotogrados saying never was it a penalty. Bellingham saying it was. Sotogrados already saying that it came off the leg and then the hand, which is why it's not going to be given. And yeah, it came off Bellingham, didn't it?
It came off Bellingham, but it's as Eric is motioning upwards to get up.
I must say, bias aside, for me, it's never a penalty.
Can never be. I don't think it can ever be a penalty. The referee's going to have a word with Valverde.
Well, they may still be checking this. I'm not sure what's going on here. I think
by what Frankie's saying,
yeah.
It looks like they're taking a look at it. Eh?
Oh dearie me!
He does lift the arm slightly. That's the only thing I will say. I wouldn't call it.
I just thought these sorts of situations, these moments, because it's so close and it's such a ricochet, they wouldn't give that.
My other question is, where was that ball going if Eric doesn't clear it for a corner kick? It was going into Tech's hands, I believe.
I must say, I think this is going to be checked, isn't it?
It looks like it's going to be checked.
This is going to be checked, and you know what that means. It usually means it's given. Alonso with watchful eyes on the touchline. They'll have to decide whether they think that... Well, Sotogrados, can I just say, in live time, was adamant that it wasn't.
Yeah.
He was adamant, but his
team
has said that he was wrong and that Madrid deserve a penalty here. So there you go. Oh, dearie me, not the start to the second half that Barça wanted. Sotogrados going to come over yet again to the screen here, and there's the image he's going to be shown. And, well, I think we know the decision he's going to make. Off Bellingham's knee, onto the hand of Eric Garcia.
But where was Real Madrid going to benefit from that? Getting past Eric Garcia? That's my question.
Yeah, you saying that's going out anyway, that off of Bellingham.
It's either going out or into Tech's hands, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think Bellingham's ever going to get to that because he's going the other way.
Yeah.
Eric is just getting up.
It's such an unfortunate handball, by the way.
The only thing that makes me doubt is that Eric's arm does go up.
I don't think intentionally to stop the ball. I think he's just trying to get himself off the floor, isn't he?
Yeah, it's as he's starting to get up. But I don't know. I never know with handballs anymore.
I agree. We are all lost in the rule books and the rules and the long line of history with this, and we do not know. The referee is taking a long, hard look at this, I must say. I think his decision is clear, though. I think we know what he's going to give.
Yeah.
Sotogrados says penalty. So Real Madrid, 5 minutes into the second half, we're going to have the chance to make it 3. Laporta looks on disgusted. Florentino Perez with a wry smile. Eric Garcia can't believe it, but it's one of those, if it comes off the opponent and then hits the defender's hand in the box and it's not next to his body, no, they often give them. They won't really think much about whether it's intentional, whether it's too close to contact. That sort of seems to be years gone now, that discourse, doesn't it? And, well, Szczesny's had an excellent game so far. He's got his biggest task yet to deny Mbappe here. It's Mbappe. It's
Szczesny!
What a massive save in El Clásico. It's Szczesny who saves the penalty.
Yes, Tech!
And boom! Barça are alive. Oh! It's the first time that Szczesny saved a penalty as a Barça player. It's certainly come at the right moment. And the resulting corner goes over for a goal kick. And well, Robert, well.
Give us some airplanes on the live chat. Come on. Is this the game-changing moment? Let's take a look at that replay. Wow. Ooh, what a left hand by Tech Szczesny. Once again, let's get the emoji on here. Where are you? There we go. And after that emoji, we'll take a look at how Marcus Sorg reacted on the bench there. There it is.
Delighted, isn't he? He celebrated like a goal, Sorg, and we did here too because, well, I think, Robert, that is a game-changing moment in El Clásico. It really might be. Lamine now and Barça themselves come down the other end with Fermin. Fermin's going to get away
There
from
you go,
Carreras
go
here.
Fermin.
He's got Ferran Torres in. It's Fermin on his own. Oh, he's got on his own. And he had players in.
The thing is, I think he made the right decision there. Ferran Torres has got his arms wide open saying, why didn't you pass it to me? Rashford was to his left. Fermin had options both sides, but the seas opened up for him. I think he could have even taken an extra touch as well, because the defenders were so concerned that he was going to go left or right. The chance came through the middle, and it's just a shame that Fermin couldn't finish and send it into the back of the net. But once again, that saved by Szczęsny.
Again, Robert, the start of the second half has been crazy. It really has, just at the start of the first half. As Koundé intercepts that ball. The save from Szczęsny is an excellent save, by the way. It's not just a penalty save. It's a brilliant save. The strength in his wrist to get it over, because so often you can make it hit off your wrist and drop in. It's a brilliant stop, I must say, for a veteran goalkeeper, and he's had a fine display here. He really has. I said in the preview, he's going to have a big game. He's going to have a big game for Barça. Boy, is he having that so far, the Polish goalkeeper. And then down the other end, you're right, the Fermin one, I was thinking pass, but you're right, it was a typical situation in which the centre-backs are actually trying to block the passing option. So I think Fermin thought, I'm going to go on my own. Yeah. In the end, his shot was too central for a player who often from there finds the corner. And, well, we wouldn't have been shocked if he did, would we, in the form he's in. It was another big opening for Barça, who are again coming forward here with Koundé. Good from the Catalans. Now, Lamine Yamal.
Has this been a confidence booster, Pablo?
Oh, I really hope it is. I hope it's a game-changing moment. I hope it's a game-changing moment, and I think it could be for Barça. I really do. You know, it doesn't happen often. Rashford's tried an ambitious attempt there from distance. You've got to use it as a game-changing moment, I think. You know, that maybe would have been curtains for Barça if that had gone in with the way this game's gone. I mean, all of a sudden, we're well in this now, and we'll have the momentum. Madrid will be a little bit hard struck with that, I'd feel. So we've just got to take these next few minutes and use them to our favour. The Bernabeu as well will be a little bit hushed, a little bit nervy after the penalty miss. They all expected the net to bulge, didn't they?
I love that Barca tweet. Wojciech Thomas Szczęsny saves the penalty. There you go. There you go.
Worthy of a full name, I'd say. No?
Waves, waves, waves is what I've been saying all game long. Now, can Barca navigate and make the most of this wave? Here we go.
They come. It's Alejandro Balde. There's Fermin again. He didn't quite find the youngster. Now, Lamine Yamal. What's he got in his locker? Lamine onto his left foot, back to his right. Good defending by Carreras. He stood tall and did well. Oh, I thought he'd found Fermin. I must say, Robert, it's going to come back Madrid's way, is it? No, because it's going up for throw-in.
Good effort by Arda Güler there to come help Alvaro Carreras.
Yeah.
As Lamine tries to go to his right, finds Güler in the way, has to quickly try to react, and that's
good tackle.
Good tackle by Carreras.
Oh, that pullback from Balde. I thought Fermin was going to come storming onto it. He's that sort of player that he just finds those loose balls in the penalty area. Bellingham's doing well to tussle away from Pedri here. And it's going to be a Barca free kick.
And
those are usually a yellow. They should be. If it's an elbow and a bash away, it should be. Referee for now is going to keep his cards in his pocket. This will tell us. He's running, it's harsh. But, yeah. I mean, hey, they do give them. And they hurt. They can hurt. You get an elbow to the jaw when you're running at that speed, it certainly hurts.
Bellingham feels hard done by there. Barca recover the ball.
With Lamine Yamal now. Still Lamine cuts inside. Surely he was fouled there by Vinicius. No bother for Lamine. He's still going here. He slips in the ball now, however, and Bellingham gets back in. Barca, that wasn't a great tackle by Housen, I must say. He was well off his feet there, and he's going to be
yellow
booked.
Card.
Yeah.
Yellow card, definitely.
Well, it's a silly tackle from him. He came flying in, I must say. And it's one of those where if he comes in a bit higher, he's in big trouble. This will tell us again. No,
it's the second leg.
It's a yellow. It's a yellow. I thought maybe there were some studs showing. It's not a good tackle. It's the scissors action almost, which they do say they want to try and avoid, the referees these days. But, well, I'm just feeling a bit of a wave for Barca.
Yeah.
We're just starting to pin Madrid in a little bit, make them doubt a bit.
Boy, would this be an excellent moment for Barca's first free kick goal of the season.
Yes, it would. Well, Rashford came so close, didn't he, against Girona. Crashed it off the crossbar. Can he...
Lamine's there as well.
Fire this one in.
Go Rashford.
It's Marcus Rashford for Barcelona. over the free kick. Rashford in to the back post. Fermin was waiting. And in the end, Madrid survive. Balde's got to be careful there. He did excellently. It's going to be foul by Vinicius. Oh, referee says he hasn't been. He's not given it. Madrid are in here. It's a ball across. I think it's Militao's up there.
That's what I was going to say. It was Militao.
And thankfully it was Militao. As Barca survive. Well, I thought it's a foul here on Balde for Militao. This will tell us. I'm not sure it would have been enough in it to rule it out had it stood. De Jong gets in, as it were. And I don't think Vinicius makes contact with him, to be fair. So, Madrid throw in. Well, risky.
Good getting back by Frankie de Jong. And it was a good thing for Barca that was Militao and not Vinicius.
I saw the position and immediately thought Vinicius. And it was indeed Militao coming forward a little bit. Here is Vinicius this time. Again, gets out of a difficult area on the left-hand side. And this time, Szczesny is alert to pluck it out the sky, and he'll dish the ball out here to Pedri. Ball that already gone out of play. Eric Garcia's fuming at the referee. He's saying, why wouldn't you play advantage? Szczesny over the goal kick. The hero so far for Barça. He's rated the best player in the first half by us. I'm sure a lot of the viewers too. And he's made a super penalty save in the second half.
You speak of the viewers, Pablo. I do have to say hi to the new members here. I can't make it rain down with emojis because there's too much happening. Can't interrupt the game. But hi to Polat Alamdar, who just signed up with the basic pack. New member just recently in the second half. Felipe Leal Barbosa with the basic pack as well. Virbo at ABK as well. Careful here. Barca playing from behind. Spectator 1010 also signed up. We salute you all. We thank you for becoming members. Christian Baliu as well. Here we go. Barca, Koundé attacking.
With Fermin. Score of Barca's only goal. Our football played at the Bernabeu. Madrid fans starting to whistle. They're not quite happy with the amount of time Barca have got on the ball. This is Ferran trying to shuffle it onto his right. He's struggled really so far, Ferran, to shrug off those Madrid centre-backs, hasn't he? That should be Szczesny's ball. Though watch out because Vinicius is pressuring him. And yeah, in the end, Szczesny just didn't quite trust himself and just hacked it into a touch.
Also new members, Senu Kipgen signed up with a basic pack. Also Denilson Estrada, Camilo Acuna as well. We salute you all. We say hi to you. Come on, let's encourage Barca to be able to pull off the comeback. We're still down 2-1.
Yeah, we need you new members. We need you now more than ever. Get yourselves involved in the chat. Support the team. Just so we've got a glimpse of the players warming up there, Robert. I'm not sure if the camera will show us in a moment some of those names. You're quite right. Drol was one of them. Drol, one of the players warming up for Barca. As it were, here is Lamine. Whistles from the stands. Lamine delays. Dinks it in away easily from Militao. Back now to Frenkie de Jong.
I say this with absolute caution, but I like what we're seeing from Barca in the second half.
It's better. It's more controlled, and Madrid themselves as well have dropped a little bit deeper. Rashford, good ball into Ferran. Can he get the yard of space? He nearly did, Ferran, but in the end, it's good defending from Militao. He's been good so far, the Brazilian. He's got to be careful. Tchouaméni running out the back.
It was good help by Tchouaméni as well, as Real Madrid tried to play in space. Now Barca had that covered. Every time that Ferran has received the ball with his back to goal, tried to turn, there's immediately a help defender coming along to prevent him from getting that quick turn, to prevent him from being able to pull the trigger quickly.
Yeah, there is. A good decision, by the way, from Sotoglado on not giving the foul. Camavinga completely dived off the ball there. This is Lamine. Still Lamine Yamal onto his right foot. Was he fouled? No. De Jong. Patient build-up again from Barca. Just waiting for the opening. Ferran now. There it is. Oh, excellent from Hausen. He got in there in time. Goulet looks like he's hurt. This is Koundé.
Patient build-up. Patient build-up.
It is.
I like it. Make them feel on edge.
Yeah, and you can feel the stadium certainly on edge. The whistles from the stands in the Santiago Bernabeu. This is Balde again. Now Rashford. Quick feet, twinkle toes, inside to Eric. Pedri, just waiting for the opening Barca. Maybe now with Balde.
Back to Pedri, that's a safe spot.
Is there a moment of magic from him this game? A ball over the top that maybe just breaks Madrid down. De Jong tries to drive into the space, lays it off to Rashford.
Stay patient.
Pedri again. Eric Garcia into space. It's still Eric Garcia tries to get a shot away. It's a crunching tackle from Tchouaméni, a pretty good one I have to say. And well, we can count our lucky stars there that Mbappe didn't get that one in behind because he was in. And it's going to be a Barca throw in.
Good defensive transition by Barca as well. Very alert. It all looks...
cruncher from Tchouaméni. Good tackle. They got the ball.
It all looks
Forceful.
a lot better. And Real Madrid have dropped back a little bit.
Yeah.
They seem comfortable with the idea of making the runs off of Barca lost possessions. But if there aren't any...
Lamine. Not quite seen one of those Lamine moments yet, have we, so far?
A bit more active,
today.
though, in this second half.
Certainly had more of the ball, which is what we wanted. Barca themselves had a lot more of the ball, and they are now starting to pin Madrid in. And it doesn't look as though Fede Valverde is going to be able to carry on. Robert, they do have Trent and Carvajal
just coming back from
available,
injury, though.
but yes. Which is, well, this could be an interesting little part of the game here that Barca might look at and think. Certainly Rashford, a chance to maybe get away at the fullback.
Carvajal is the...
Decision's clear from Alonso.
Yeah.
It's going to be Dani Carvajal. So no Alexander-Arnold. I have to say that's a good decision, I'd say, from them. And Brahim Diaz is also going to be coming on here for Real Madrid. A double change and, well, the thumbs up. Anyway, it means that Valverde is going to be able to carry on. He's fine. Yeah. No issue there. So Carvajal thought he was going to come on there, and no. Back to the bench. Valverde is okay to continue for Madrid. Madrid fans enjoying themselves so far, but we've felt the nerves creep into them, haven't we, in the second half. So for now, they'll just make a single change, Madrid. It's going to be Brahim Diaz, who's on for Güler.
You just said he looked uncomfortable. He looked like he was injured. So an extra attacking player. And Xabi Alonso takes off a midfielder, an active presence in midfield. Arda Güler, of course, will feel, unfortunate that he played an active role in Barca's equaliser.
Yeah. He did. It was silly for him. He was dilly-dallying on the ball for a bit too long, and Pedri picked his pocket and set up the Barca first goal. But, well, as you said, it's more of a midfield sort of profile off and more of a attacker on Ibrahim, who will join the front three, and imagine, off the right-hand side. Yep. Bellingham very much in the number 10 role, just in front of Camavinga and Tchouaméni. So the first change of the game is from Real Madrid. 65 minutes played.
Players warming up for
there you go.
Barca. Gerard Martin. We see Araujo as well. Casado's there as well. And we saw Dro before.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, there are plenty of Barca players just waiting. I mean, Flick doesn't have too many names to choose from the bench, as he maybe usually would, but there are options. Here come Madrid for one of the first times in the second half, almost since the penalty. It's Vinicius, shoots, and it's wide of the far post.
Right, Pablo, I feel like maybe I'm pushing our luck here, but hey, I'm going to do it. Who will score the equaliser?
Wow.
Does Lamine have a moment? Is it Ferran Torres? Is it Marcus Rashford? We've just given the ball away, just as I put the question on the screen.
Here comes Vinicius. More on that for just a moment. Hopefully Barca still have the chance to get the equaliser. They will, because Bellingham's shot's blocked. The other shot is blocked. I'm going to go... out of those options, I think Fermin's another shout as well. I wonder if Fermin can get a second goal, Robert, to go off the three.
Could well do.
I thought Koundé could have maybe got that when Carreras was walking on the touchline, as it were. It's Vinicius. If I had to go for that three, I'm going to go for Lamine. I think he's due his moment. I'm going to go for Lamine. I think Ferran is struggling to get a yard of space in that box. And Rashford, we haven't quite seen as much of in the last 10-15 minutes. So I'm going to go for Lamine. I think he's due a moment.
I fully agree with you. I think this Clásico needs a Lamine Yamal moment. And he's been an active presence in this second half. There he is with the ball.
Lamine Yamal. What do you got for us? It's one of those outside of the boot balls. It's Ferran Torres, and he's so nearly got in, almost like the cup final.
That's what I was going to say.
But it wasn't to be this time for Barca. Just there, quarter on time. I mean, that is another very good route to goal for us, by the way. Yep. Those balls wreak havoc for, I think, every team I've seen us play against, Robert, since Flick's come in. They wreak havoc and very nearly on that occasion.
It's just that Lamine Yamal draws so much attention, doesn't he? All eyes are on him when he's got the ball. So the runner has a bit of an advantage there to get in behind Militao, in behind Hausen. Just a bit too long this time. Courtois could get to it before Lamine Yamal.
This is Carreras for Madrid. Madrid have just been able to stabilise a little bit in possession here, haven't they? They've been able to get their foothold back in the game, and careful with the line because Brahim Diaz is in, and boy is he quick too. It's Jude Bellingham. It's 3-1 Real Madrid, and the offside flag is up.
Okay.
So they say Brahim didn't beat the offside trap. It looked mightily close to me, Robert.
Let's take a look here. It's Fede Valverde on the right, the long switch.
Excellent switch.
And I think that's well played. I think that's a well played line by Barca, very reminiscent of last season.
Excellent line, by the way, really good line. Yeah, bang on in shape, bang on in line. We'll take that. And again, I must say, Bellingham's, I think he's been excellent today. I really do.
He has. He's been.
I'm not often his biggest fan, to be fair. I think his numbers speak for themselves. But I think today, even aside from the goals and the assists, he's been everywhere for Madrid, playing some really good football. One for Barca to keep an eye on. This is Pedri. Good win back from Camavinga. Can't give the ball away there.
Just as we were saying that Barca looked a whole lot better in this second half. Real Madrid now finding comfort with the ball.
Yeah, they are. I mean, we've got to revert that. I actually thought that they wouldn't really, for the remainder of the game, come out again on us. But
see, that's
those balls there. What you just
unless you're looking for a way out, and for Barca to be able to move players forward, felt like a bit of a cheap giveaway.
Is Rooney warming up, Robert? From the images we see, I don't think he is.
Number 28, Rooney, yes, just on the edge of the screen.
Okay, good. Sorry, that's the first time I've seen him.
Good win back by Frankie de Jong there. Come on, 20 minutes. This is flying by the way.
It is, yeah, always does when you're losing. This is good from Frankie. Now Lamine, he threatens one of those outside of the boot balls around the back. That's better. This is good from Lamine. Nice little burst from here. Ferran, Lamine, brilliant Barca move. Lamine's got about 4 or 5 bodies around him, and in the end it goes out for a Barca corner. That was nice. That was better.
That was better, and it felt like he was being grabbed at several points of that run. Corner kick to Barca. We have scored from corner kicks this season, Pablo. I don't know if you remember.
Yes. Players up from the back for Barca. Not been bad for them, as you say, Robert. Rashford again, who's been over the ones we've scored. Over this one. On the far side of the Bernabeu, in front of those Real Madrid supporters. Marcus Rashford steadies himself. Hand in the air. In by Rashford.
Hey,
went Koundé. And he got decent contact too, but it goes over the top of the crossbar.
I think Cubarsi's down now.
Yeah, he's down hurt. I hope that's not an injury. Just wonder if it's just landing.
Oh, he landed hard on his hip.
Yeah. I thought it was a landing. Look at Koundé there. He actually gets free in the box. That's a decent chance.
Very decent. Cubarsi down in agony.
He's hurt, yeah.
Looks like he'll be able to get up and continue going.
Yeah, he's taking a whack, but I just don't think he doesn't want to waste any time for Barca right now, Cubarsi. Before Barca have made any change, Madrid are going to make their third here. They're going to bring on Carvajal and Rodrigo for Valverde and Vinicius. 2 more changes for Real Madrid.
Okay, so Valverde does finally get taken off, and Carvajal just back from injury. Vinicius not happy about being replaced there. He was having an excellent game, especially in the first half.
Yeah. He has played really well today, Vinicius, again. I actually think Vinicius, Bellingham, Mbappe, they've all played really well for Madrid when they've had the ball. I understand the frustration, but Alonso's probably thinking that they need fresh legs right now. And Carvajal on right back, those whistles from the Madrid fans.
That's not good body language. It's
no. Oh dear.
Oh, Vini.
Well, just something that. Well, he's
off to the dressing room.
Vinicius has gone straight down the tunnel. He doesn't want to watch the rest of this one, and he's not happy about being subbed off. Robert looks at this change to Barca.
Araujo and Cazador getting ready.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. Striker.
Striker? It's a good question.
I just don't think he will, He can't, surely.
It feels a bit too early.
Yeah, I maybe think it's because of that whack that Cubarsí got right.
Maybe.
Coming at centre-back. And well, it's fresh legs for Madrid in the counter-attack, right?
Also to have a presence in the box as well on both sides of the area when there are corners.
Yeah, completely. So that leaves, warming up down there. I see Dro, I see Gerard Martin.
Has Rooney been called as well?
Yeah, I just wonder. I just don't see him there anymore. I just wonder.
Maybe it's a triple sub for Barca.
We'll find out very shortly, because here's Balde. Next time the ball goes out, you'd imagine Barca will make changes themselves. Madrid now with 3 pairs of fresh legs on the pitch in Brahim, Carvajal and Rodrigo. Foul's going to go Barca's way here.
Well, Brahim crashed into Eric Garcia.
Yeah. Well, certainly saw it that way. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. There was no movement from Eric towards Brahim. Interesting that Carvajal is on a right back. It is more of a defensive profile, obviously, than Valverde. More of that dogged right back who Rashford may struggle to get past. Just an interesting element to see. Changes then for Barca.
Okay, well, it's Eric, Ferran.
Wow.
And it's a double sub at the moment. Okay, so Cubarsí Araujo will be paired at the back.
Yeah.
And with Ferran Torres being replaced, I am guessing that Fermín goes to the left and Rashford goes number 9. We'll see how we readjust there.
I'd imagine so, Robert. I'd imagine so. And, well, Rashford's asking the question right now. He's saying,
where am I going?
Yeah, where do I go? And I think he's going to go central.
Yeah, he is. He is going to go central.
Fermín was also quite confused, and he is now coming left. So it will be Fermín off the left, Rashford down the middle. Rashford played on the middle against Olympiacos, of course. That's a bad giveaway from a throw-in. It's let Tchouaméni in. Good ball was found. Carvajal. Oh, super pass. Good Araujo. Really good. Block at the back. Over 78,000, by the way, inside the Bernabeu tonight. Madrid are going to try and not give that ball back, of course.
2 players who had good first Clásicos last season. Casado, of course, in the 4-0 was fantastic in midfield in his first ever Clásico. And Araujo had to come on for the injured Íñigo Martínez in the Super Cup. There he tries to play the long ball to Rashford too much on that. Fermín saying, calm down.
Yeah. It's, we don't want the ball to get the game to get so end to end now. We want to be the ones with possession, pinning Madrid in like we were for about 20 minutes in this second half. But that phase almost seems a long time away now, Robert. It was a good 10-15 minutes ago it was now, but we've not really been able to get back to that state of play yet, have Barca. Let's see if... You'd imagine there'll come a time in the game when we do get back to that. Let's see here with Cubarsí.
You know what we can do? We can ask the Barca fans to get involved.
Yes,
come on, live chat.
Come on. Oh, what's up?
We need to up the energy here. With Gerard Martin, Tony, Bernal also warming up.
Yeah. So many young players, isn't it? I mean, that's what Flick has to trust in right now.
Yeah.
That's who he has to trust in. He is limited on options. I think, you know, he himself, as good of players Casado and Araujo are, he will not want to have to bring on Casado and Araujo when you're 2-1 down in a Clásico.
No, of course.
Do you know what I mean? So
no.
it's a situation that already he has to rejiggle, he has to rethink things. Lamine, that's good from him. Now De Jong. Carreras is holding him back, but Lamine does ever so well. He finds Koundé. Lamine's doing it all by himself, but the pass back wasn't quite right. I just wonder whether we should have then switched the play over.
Rashford was waiting in the middle. Fermín was waiting on the left. Koundé had plenty of time to turn and go the other way.
I'll tell you what, Robert, just under 50 minutes to go, for all the chances Madrid have had, they will now be at a point in the game where they may well be thinking, God, we wish that we took some of the earlier chances. The penalty, the ones in the first half. It's 2-1. It is a big chance this for Barca to just snatch something here, to get a vital goal, to take something from a game that for large parts of it, it hasn't looked like we're going to take anything from. We must get another chance this one. That's a good run from Pedri, and he's been picked out very well from Balde, and Pedri could be in here. Again, Militao is out there watching him, but Pedri's quick feet get him away. Pedri. Switch is to Lamine. That's where Barca want the ball. Lamine Yamal. Cross to the back post in towards Rashford over everyone. And away by Carvajal. Pedri.
I like this.
Knocked down to Casado. This is Koundé. Right hand side for Barca is Lamine. Nice from Lamine. De Jong. Come on, Barca. Keep holding the ball. This is what we want, Madrid. Pinned in their own half. Good tackle.
You know what I said to you, Pablo, on the way here? How long has it been since there's been a draw in a Clásico?
Yes.
It's been quite a while.
Yeah.
I'd certainly take one right now.
Yeah, it has been a long, long while. Dating back 6 years nearly.
2019, December 2019. It was a 0-0 at the Camp Nou.
Get the feeling Barça would take a draw here with the way these last few minutes are lining up. There's still time for everything in this game. Casado, Koundé. Better from Barça, pinning Madrid in. Question is whether we can get the ball up to our front men. Cubarsí. Pedri, look at the run Balde's made. He doesn't use him. Balde wanted it played in behind to him.
But he needs to continue making those, because whether the ball gets to him or not, it creates an advantage. Focus shifts.
Yeah.
A couple of players have to focus on that Balde run. That opens things up for Pedri. It opens up different lines of passing. There needs to be movement.
Casado now inside to Cubarsí.
Yes,
A
Pedri.
lovely half turn by Pedri. Space opens up. Pedri tries to shovel it through to Rashford. I'm not sure how he's still got the ball here. Barca's number 8. And Barca with Casado are going to be able to recover possession. They recover it well. Well, pattern is slowly starting to be set here, Robert, isn't it?
Yep.
Madrid now, 12 minutes to go, are just saying, we're going to sit in. They've taken off Vinicius, of course. And, well, now they are, you'd feel quite happy to sit in, soak up pressure, and just counter-attack. That's what they'll be trying now. That's it for them. Lamine, ambitious, but Koundé is quick. Rodrigo's also very quick, and he was diligent there on his defensive work, to be fair to the Brazilian. Last the throw-in.
11 minutes to go. All we need is a goal. We're playing in the right area of the field right now. Barca once again dominating through possession. How many chances have we created through it, though? Not very many.
No. It's been limited, yeah. I think you look in the second half, the one that Fermin went on his own for, even the one at the right at the start of the half, I think it was Rashford running through.
Careful.
I've got to watch out again here, because there's the run, and there is Mbappe, and boy is he quick, and this is where he likes it. It's Kylian Mbappe for Real Madrid. It's
Araujo.
Brilliant from Araujo. Excellent defending. Now Pedri needs to get back in there, Chom, and he blocked by Balde.
The block by Ronald Araujo. Saviour there, coming on. Fresh legs in the second half. He kept up with the run of Kylian Mbappe.
Not easy to do, because see what Mbappe's doing? He's trying to do his classic drag back into the near post finish, and Araujo watched it all the way. Excellent defending.
Corner kick, Real Madrid.
Well, that's what they're playing for. The counter-attacks, of course, in those zones of the game. Get Mbappe away.
And what we can't do is fall into the trap we fell into against Sevilla, just going full gung-ho, being just one goal down, because if we leave ourselves too exposed at the back, we know what Real Madrid can do, like Sevilla did that day.
Yeah, completely. Araujo heads the resulting corner clear. It's a bit of a hush around the Bernabeu with 10 minutes to go. Carreras goes back to his goalkeeper. Courtois will just swing this long. Balde doesn't quite read the flat of the ball, so Rodrigo can pluck it up the sky for Real Madrid. Again, there's the run they try and find. He must be offside. Mbappe, surely. I think even he knew it. Mbappe, play on. Mbappe. Rodrigo shoots. Offside now.
And now offside. And why let...
Just time wasted. It's just time wasted. Yeah. I mean, in that one, Mbappe actually stopped to say, stop it. I know I'm off.
Yeah.
Look how far offside he is.
So far off. I mean, you can't let play go on there. It's just extra effort that players have to do. It's extra time that rarely gets added on as well.
It's not going to be added on. Yeah, it's not going to be added on.
Come on, Coolers. Who believes? Who believes? Raise your hands on the live chat. We must all be believers.
Come on, Barça.
There's only one goal that we need at least to equalise.
Yes. Just one. Bellingham, risky. De Jong, brilliant. Rashford, offside.
He's off. He's off.
It's a brilliant tackle from Militao anyway, and the flag does now go up. It's been good, Militao, I must say. Housen seemed like more like our route in, to be fair, that side, more than Militao, I must say.
I was going to say exactly the same. Militao has looked rock solid for Real Madrid today, both in guarding Ferran, now this time with Marcus Rashford.
Another crunching tackle. He's played with all of his heart. 2 really difficult injuries to get through. He's been brilliant. And on comes Rooney. Woo-hoo-hoo. It's Rooney time for Barca. I must say, Robert, this is the correct change for me.
Yep.
We need a little something, some energy, some life, someone to take players on. Let me get a shot away. And this is a guy who is young, full of energy. I like Rooney. I think he's a sharp
unafraid
young player. Yeah, quite right.
The question is, who does he come on for? Is it Fermin, maybe? I don't know.
I get a feeling it could be for Frenkie de Jong, you know.
Yeah, maybe.
Here is Fermin. But then the question is, who goes up front? Who goes on the wings? That is what I am unsure about, because Flick's got a bit of a jigsaw to figure out here. Araujo. Oh, he's gone for goal from far out.
While Barca enjoy possession, they need to just keep moving it around. We're seeing a replay now of the Vinicius substitution. I feel like that might even have consequences. Xabi Alonso looking the other way.
I don't think Xabi Alonso's impressed with that, and fair enough.
No, he decided to look the other way just to avoid a reaction.
Oh, he is now back on the bench, Vinicius, though, after storming on the tunnel, so he has come back out. Lunin's trying to console him, I think. I don't know why you're acting like that, to be honest. Bellingham's flick. De Jong intercepts. Good from Bellingham again. He wins it back. Looks like Rooney's on, Robert. Let's see who for.
I think it's for Lamine Yamal. Oh, no, Lamine Yamal's in there. Is it?
Oh, sorry.
Pedri?
Is he?
No, he is. He's on the front.
He's on for Cubarsí.
He's on for Cubarsí.
So I was just looking at every player other than the defence, and there you go. And there's no Cubarsí. There you go. So De Jong's going to go at centre-back.
De Jong, yeah, and Casados dropping back to help. Ooh, there we go.
Wow, Flick rolling the dice here, throwing everything at Madrid.
Hey, look, I like it.
I think it's the right decision. I believe it is. I think Barca need to get at least a point here in the complexion of the season.
And if it works, you have an extra sub to make. What you can't do is give away the ball as easily as we just did.
Yeah, you can't. Excellent again from Araujo, by the way. He's doing his job well since coming on. Cutting out those Madrid counter-attacks. Now Barca are going to have double trouble on the right-hand side with Lamine. It's a giveaway from him, though. Koundé, quick feet. Lamine. You know where the space is, Lamine. Find it. Koundé. Lamine. It's all pinballing around Madrid. So many impressive tackles, I must say, getting in there. Balde. Wide is Fermín López, playing on the left-hand side.
Come on.
In these final exchanges. Casado. Frenkie de Jong.
Looked like there were Real Madrid players flying at the Barca.
Yeah, credit to them, working on the ball well. I wonder if Lamine will go more centrally and Rooney will stay wide right. I think he is. Barca need to find the width, though. I think the width, the space is where the wingers are. We've got to try and find them.
Come on, Barca.
Balde. Casado, De Jong. Pedri saying, yeah, shuffle it over here. I'll take care of things. Rooney. Come on, Rooney. This is your moment. Slicks feet from him, but he gives it away. Real Madrid claim it's their throw-in.
Oh, how? Did that go off for Rooney?
I don't think it did. I really must say, I don't think it did. Flick is not happy. I mean, wow, Robert, time has just flown by here. We've only got 5 minutes to go at the Bernabeu. It is absolutely flying away. Surely there's one last big chance in this for us.
There has to be. There has to be. Just out of desperation, I feel.
Yeah.
But it can't be desperate. Now there's a predictable cramp.
Yeah, Camavinga's down with cramp. I mean, hey, this is added on, it's fine. I just worry we're going to see 4 additional minutes. Cubarsí's getting some treatment on the sideline.
Wrist.
Yeah. The landing,
maybe, yeah. Well, the referee signalling to his watch. Hansi Flick, hand on his forehead.
Yeah, tough one for Flick to take this, I think. His hands have been tied in a lot of what I think he's had to choose from today. I mean, there was the hope, wasn't there, that maybe Rafinha would come back in for this game, and the last-minute setback for him was certainly a blow for Barca. They've had enough on the pitch today to create chances. I'm just not sure they've created quite enough in this second half. I'm trying to jog my memory and think back to the ones we've had.
Fermín, the shot from outside the box. Then there's one...
he nearly gets on the end of,
one pass inside by Alejandro Balde that Fermín nearly gets on the end of. Shot by Lamine Yamal, but yeah.
It's not really been tested enough, though, Courtois, has he? Everyone's in attendance today.
Well, a couple of minutes have been wasted already here.
Yeah, I mean, this should be 2 added on. Onto what's already going to be added.
I hope it is. I hope those 2 minutes are added on. Come on, live chat. Give us something. Give us some energy here.
We need you. I don't know. Maybe some fire emojis or something. Barca needs some fire.
Yeah, exactly. We need some late fire in this game. Camavinga's fine, by the way. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, that is a shock to everyone watching on. Camavinga's going to come back onto the pitch. There's a good 2 minutes wasted down, so he's done his job in that regard. But Araujo just hacks that into the air. Bellingham, you'd expect to win it in the air, yeah.
There's an offside call somewhere.
I think so.
Okay, come on.
Ball on the floor again with De Jong. 3 minutes of normal time to go. You'd expect, Robert, a good 6. No, at least added on at the end of this game.
I would expect so.
With the time that's been wasted, with the time added on. Here is Rashford. The back heel was probably the right idea to Koundé, but it was such a difficult one to pull off.
Yeah, I feel like it's safer to just hang on.
Yeah. Oh, well done, Rudy. Kept it in play, but it's given away again. Oh, there he goes, Mbappe. He's got away excellently from Araujo. Kylian Mbappe wide. Come on, get the ball, go again. No time to waste.
Just feels like Real Madrid are suffocating Barca in certain moments in pressure, making us having to stretch out every time we come into contact with the ball, take an extra touch which can go wrong, and then allow them to run the counter-attack.
So far, things going their way. Certainly, it's been the game that Madrid would have wanted up until now. Even since going a goal up, they've had less chances themselves, but they've been pretty secure at the back. They wouldn't have felt too bothered really defensively. Lamine now got a bump, didn't he there? But he's play on. Balde. Pedri. Well, space is wide for Rooney. Lamine. What's the ball to Jules? Koundé's in. Koundé.
Oh,
He's taken a
Koundé.
touch. I don't think he could afford to take a touch there, though, Robert. He's got to go first time with a header, hasn't he?
I think he needs to go header Rafinha style in the Super Cup final. He was absolutely on. What a find by Lamine Yamal. And the ball just dipped at the wrong time for Jules Koundé. He couldn't quite get onto it with his head. And, such a shame. I think there's another Real Madrid player down now.
Oh, come on. Robert, that was our chance, maybe. That was a big chance in the game. He didn't even get a shot away in the end, Koundé, but if he dives there first time with a header, you'd expect from that sort of distance it would go in. That Courtois doesn't have much of a chance, really. Right. In the end, Koundé. I can see why he tried to chest it, because it comes down to him nice, but hey, when the ball's coming in at you at that speed, the difficulty to let it sink into your chest and for it not to pinball away, I mean, it's difficult. Gonzalo Garcia and Dani Ceballos are both going to come on here for Bellingham. And we'll see who else for Madrid.
Final subs for Xabi Alonso.
Mbappe.
Mbappe as well.
So Mbappe and Bellingham off for Gonzalo. And Ceballos.
And not a lot of football has been played in these final 10 minutes. I'm curious to see how much added time we're given here.
Well, we're about to see it, Robert. Just 5 seconds away from it. I mean, come on. I'm expecting a good amount, I must say. It's got to be.
I'm guessing it's going to be 5.
It's got to be more than 5. I want 6 or 7 here.
Yeah.
With how much has been wasted just in the last 5 minutes alone, we've barely had any football.
We'll see now. How much added time have
It's
we got?
been held up, I think.
9! Okay.
9 additional minutes at the end of this one. Well, there you go. This is certainly not over yet.
Right, well, can we make it happen in 9 minutes?
And look where Ronald Araujo's playing right now, Robert.
Yes, okay. It worked last week. Why wouldn't it work today?
Araujo, my friends, has gone up front, which means that Barça are currently playing with no natural centre-backs on the pitch. De Jong and Casado are currently our centre-backs.
Hey, well, the game is lost anyway if we don't score.
I just wonder whether Flicker's gone. They've just taken Mbappe off.
Yeah.
That's why I had Araujo back there. Get him up front. Get balls into him.
Maybe.
And now Araujo, he's right on Militao. Could it be the most dramatic of stories here? At the Bernabeu, Pedri.
Imagine.
You get the feeling if he was on the end of that cross that Lamine put in just a moment ago, could have been a different story. Here he is, Araujo. Did he get a bump from Carvajal? It's just, clever defending, I think, by the veteran.
Well,
it's risky.
It's the classic Carvajal. Classic Carvajal.
He's done that his whole career.
Just barge into the player who's waiting for the ball to be played in. No chance of playing the ball.
It's one of those, Robert. You think if that's just in a state of play, is that a foul? Sure, it's a foul.
The only thing is, I mean, Araujo's not even complaining.
No,
so
yeah. No, it's not going to give it.
First thing, neither Araujo nor Carvajal were never going to get to it because it was too high.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, are you allowed to do that?
Yeah. With that much force, I'd probably say no. I think Araujo, sort of a master of the dark arts himself at times, probably would have enjoyed that barge as well.
Yeah.
He would have done the same in that sort of moment of the game. Chesney, Barça with 2 of the 9 minutes played. They need to get the ball up the pitch here. Passes open there, do it good. Casado. De Jong. Come on, Barça. Come on. Give us something here. Balde. Spaces inside to Rashford. He didn't find him. De Jong again. Barça just playing it safe. I think for me it's clear, Robert. Get it wide to Rooney and float across in.
Yeah, maybe. Or Pedri.
Fine ball underneath to Pedri instead. It's Pedri. And he tried to lift it into the area, but hey, it was too close to Courtois, who dives on the board and keeps a hold of things.
Okay, well, Rooney Bardghji had a little bit of magic in him for the game against Girona. He had a little bit of magic in him for the game against Olympiacos. Can he do it again today?
Should be Szczesny's ball.
That is Szczesny's ball.
It's been excellent, by the way.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant in goal for Barça Szczesny. From what I can remember, one of his best games in a Barça shirt.
Yeah.
I'm thinking the Benfica game when we were down to 10, he was unbelievable, but this is... He's made some brilliant saves. None more so impressive than the penalty. Balde. De Jong.
Come on, Barça.
Get it wide to Rooney.
Get Lamine involved as well. There we go, Lamine.
Yeah. Pedri. Cut the tension with a knife. It's De Jong. Fermin. A lot of play on Barca's left. I think with Lamine and Rooney on the right, that's probably where we should be playing towards. Here we go. Rooney, look at the run Koundé's made. Rooney doesn't use it. Instead, delivers a cross. Araujo had gone back post. Instead, it was in towards Halsen at the front post. Gonzalo down the line. It's a good ball down the line because it's found Brahim Diaz, who is quick and nimble. Brahim, De Jong got a touch on it. Loads of space for Madrid here with Rodrigo.
Careful here.
It's Rodrigo. Good from Szczesny. It's a good save. We'll take that. Come on. 5 minutes of stoppage time to go. Szczesny would have backed himself to save that, but he did well. Pedri.
We only need one.
Come on, Barça. I just sure hope, Robert, that Koundé chance wasn't the chance. And that we get another one similar.
Carvajal's been away from football for quite a while. He's come out looking to shove and nudge and barge into everyone. He was missing that.
Yeah. He's missing the Clásico as well, wasn't he?
Yeah.
This is Rooney now down the right-hand side for Barça. Look at the space inside for Marc Casado. Oh, but it fell to him, didn't it?
Shot blocked.
It fell to him. Maybe not the right man, but it fell to Casado. Out for a corner, of which Barça, of course, have Araujo to aim at. I mean, he has to go for it. It's not a handball.
It's not a handball. It's not a handball. It's stuck to Chouameni's body. Yeah, there's nothing there.
Yeah.
But he's going the right direction. That
it wasn't a bad attempt from Casado. He would have wondered whether Courtois got it. Barca have taken the corner short. Lamine, they've got loads of bodies over here. Casado dinked in. Oh, I just wonder whether we had the overload there. Now we will use it with Casado again. Lamine slips.
Oh, Lamine.
For the first time and gives it away to Rodrigo.
Don't foul, don't foul.
Wasn't.
Oh, come on.
Nothing
okay,
going,
nothing. Okay. It looked like they'd given a
foul.
foul.
He blew his whistle.
Oh, Araujo's the left winger.
Araujo's at left wing now for Barça. It's Ronald Araujo. Can he get to the byline? No, he can't. He's run out of room. It's agonising this to watch, Robert. It really is.
3 minutes to go. Come on.
3 minutes and Barca's chances are slowly running out here. Those Madrid fans know they are nearly there. I mean, for how good Madrid were in the first half, in the second, they haven't exactly threatened Barca that much at all.
Apart from the penalty?
Yeah.
But no.
From 50th, 51st minute onwards, that's what will frustrate Barca, I think, that they sat in really and we weren't able to take advantage. Ojeda Martin's on here, by the way, for Balde, final change for Barca.
Yeah.
Fresh
legs if we have to run back.
Yeah, 3 minutes or so here. Come on. Long from Courtois. 2.5 minutes to play. We need the ball back. Martins won it back, but he's given it straight to Camavinga. Camavinga through the gap.
Pedri. That could even be a second yellow.
Is he on a yellow yet?
I don't think so. I think the referee's going to forgive him for that one. Yeah.
Of course, he's on a yellow, yeah.
He's on a yellow, yeah.
You're quite right. That could have been a second yellow. He's maybe lucky though. I'll tell you what, for the next LaLiga game, we'll take that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think he consider himself quite lucky. In fact, it was quite a cynical foul. I don't know why he makes it, by the way, and when we're losing. We should just let them go because this is going to run to 98, by the way, before they even take this.
Exactly.
This is not going to be in play, and look who's not even worth mentioning, really.
Nope.
over 90 seconds to go here for Barça, but this free kick is not going to be taken for some time. I mean, I'm not even sure if we'll get the ball down the other end again here.
I mean, if Real Madrid play this intelligently, they won't even go for the direct free kick.
No, they'll see this out. Let's see if Rodrigo wants a bit of glory himself, though. Towards the end of this game, there's the El Clásico ball. It's gone in once for Barça. We need it to go in twice. Well, Rodrigo's going to go for goal here. Rodrigo. Saved by Szczesny and corner.
Game could end here.
So frustrating. So frustrating. Madrid have managed to just manoeuvre these last 3 minutes or so of added time, haven't they? Too comfortably.
Yeah.
Won themselves a corner here. Szczesny, it's a decent save to be fair, but I mean, Madrid have put no one into the box, as you can imagine. So Grado's trying to speed them up, but Madrid are taking all the time in the world they want.
Flick by Frankie, come on. Can we win it back?
Trying to win it back. It's just chaos down there. De Jong. Free kick Barça. What is Ceballos doing when the whistle's already blown? Being Ceballos, I suppose. 30 seconds to go.
Come on.
Anti-flick. Fermin's into the book. Just get on with it. Come on. Get it up the pitch. Give us one more chance. I hope he adds on a tad more time, maybe, for the stoppages from the free kick. De Jong. Pedri.
One more.
Come on, Barça. Give us one final chance here.
Go, Pedri.
Pedri.
Is it there?
Where's the space? Pedri. Heavy touch.
Long touch. Foul.
And I'll tell you what.
He's going to see the second yellow. This time he is.
Pedri is off. And bad to worse for Barcelona.
Yep.
Misery on top of a defeat in the Clásico. That means that Pedri is going to miss the game against Elche next weekend, and that is the last thing that Barça need right now with the injuries, I must say.
It is, but a bit of what's going on here on the bench.
I have no idea. I mean, it's chaos on the bench.
Absolute chaos between the two benches, which is not what you want to see. And the referee should probably be blowing the final whistle here. Tension between Barça and Real Madrid.
I'm not sure I'm not sure what happened here. We've not seen the images. There's a shed load of players, can I just say?
Yeah. I'm not sure what Militao's doing in the mix there. And yeah, Pedri has to stretch out. It's a clear foul. It's a clear yellow. It's a dangerous one on Tchouaméni, as a matter of fact. There's no bad intention in it. But yeah.
This is what.
Guess who? Okay. Guess who went to the Barca bench? Guess who?
Incredible. Only in the tunnel for a short amount of time, Vinicius Junior, before he came back out. And you'd imagine this isn't the only.
Yeah, too short.
Yellow card or red card that we dished out. There's a few more on the Barça bench that are being on the Madrid bench. Even Lunin has been booked too.
No booking for the number 7?
For you know who? Nope.
Oh, okay. Right. Well, it feels like this is going to end here.
Yeah, 100 minutes been played. Madrid are going to beat Barça here by 2-1. And there you go. The full-time whistle blows at the Santiago Bernabéu. Barça are unable to make it 5 Clásico wins in a row. It is Madrid who get their first victory in 5 attempts against Barcelona. The first Clásico of the season goes to Los Blancos. They scored early through Mbappe, ruled out by Fermin, but then Bellingham again scored. And as you can imagine, there's more chaos here between the Barça and Madrid players before full time. And well, Madrid are fuming. Robert, it wasn't to be, but at the end of the day, at the Santiago Bernabéu, it wasn't to be for Barça. Madrid will go 5 points clear. They've beaten Barça by 2-1.
And sad scenes here at the Santiago Bernabéu. Real Madrid could go off as the gracious winners. Instead, they decided to get in the face of Lamine Yamal. I did hear Carvajal, or I did see Carvajal get into Lamine's face going, talk. And hey, look, Lamine Yamal said some things, and apparently Real Madrid got offended by them. They should be happy and jolly that they won this Clásico, which they are right now. I say celebrate at the end of the season. But we'll talk about it in depth now in the post-game show. We'll hear the reactions of the players and the coaching staff. But Real Madrid were more clinical, were more dangerous, and Barca had a lot of hard work to do in this game. Didn't ultimately manage to create enough chances, look comfortable enough on the ball. We had good moments, but not enough to pull away with the 3 points. We'll talk about it in depth in the post-game show, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it always hurts to lose a Clásico. The first thoughts I'd say, you see the images at full time. It does hurt. It's not nice as a Barca fan to lose one. That's just how I'm feeling. I'm sure the fans will be feeling the same. We can use this space now here at the end of the game, of course, to hear from the Barca players and also to discuss a bit of what went down.
Right, join us in a few minutes for the post-game show. We'll hear analysis from the players, from the coaching staff. We'll react to this 2-1 defeat at the Santiago Bernabéu. Stick with us. was not the afternoon we all hoped for. Barça weren't able to pull away from the Santiago Bernabeu with a win, with what would have been the 5th win of the Hansi Flick era in Clásicos, a game that for 2 longer stretches felt like an uphill battle for Barça, Pablo.
Yeah, it did. I think overall, I'd probably say the better team won. I don't think Madrid played unbelievable football, but I do think in the first half they had chance after chance, Robert. They had good chances, and I think it was too easy to get at us in the first half. And I don't know if that was us being too naive, but we did let Madrid in, for me, one too many times. We really did, and we shouldn't have. And they got their goals. They could have had more, in all truth. They could have had a third from the penalty spot. Szczesny, I do think, we have to be honest, saved us on a lot of occasions. Yeah. Frustration thing for me is, one, seeing the reactions at full time. It just hurts as a Barça fan, as I call it.
It does. It feels unnecessary.
You hate losing to Madrid anyway, and then when you see how they react, you sort of remember why there's such a big hatred, right? And it stings. It really does sting. And we also, just from a football point of view, now go 5 points behind them in the league, which is tough to take too, and it is a mountain to climb in that regard. It really is. And I think we were missing big players today. I want to say that for sure. Missing massive players who would have helped us in this sort of game. Frustrating part for me is in the second half, Madrid sat off. They did what they often do in games, and they were looking to hit us on the counter-attack. They didn't really, but I never felt, Robert, as if we carved out enough clear-cut chances to really get back into this game, and that is what upsets me, I think.
Just 6 shots on target out of a total of 15 for Barça. We did dominate the possession, but it wasn't a dangerous possession today. We said it many times. Real Madrid, I agree with you, had it a bit too easy in the first half, especially after that equalizer by Fermin, that second goal. It's a bad cross by Vinicius. Militao wins the battle at the far post, gets in ahead or over Balde, and then Bellingham pots it in from just point of blank range from on top of the goal line. But it felt a bit almost effortless for Real Madrid, the creation of opportunities, while Barca really struggled. The encouraging things, I think there's several encouraging things. One is that in the build-up to this game, listening to the players after Girona, after Sevilla, after even Olympiacos, they have acknowledged this is not our best moment. We headed into this game hoping that maybe this would be reverted today. It wasn't. But at halftime, things did change. It didn't feel as easy for Real Madrid. And maybe the penalty was a bit of a turning point in the game. If that goes in, well, maybe that's it. And it's all done and dusted in the 50th, whatever minute it was. But that revitalized Barca. That allowed Barca to play a correct second half, I would say. Real Madrid had their opportunities. Tech saved, but that's to be expected. I thought Barca played in Real Madrid's half with a bit more organisation. We looked a little bit more organised, but still, Real Madrid, I think, had the energy factor today. Even with Barca's improvement in the second half, Real Madrid had the energy factor. And I do agree with you that the whole thing after the Pedri sending off is just absolutely unnecessary. Hey, look, you've been the better team today. You've won 2-1. Go celebrate it. It's fair. Celebrate it. You won a Clásico. Fantastic. Congratulations. But there's no need for what happened.
I don't know if I'm biased, but it just feels like, when we won our Clásico last season, which was a similar sort of win. I mean, the 4-0 this exact day last year, in fact, because it had come after a season where we'd lost every Clásico the season before, like it's happened to Madrid. So we sort of knew, Robert, right, that they'd come here and they were like, revenge, want to beat Barça, whatever, what Lamine said, etc., etc. Just don't feel like when we won 4-0 there was that much reaction. You didn't get in the players' faces at full time and antagonise them like that. But it is what it is, At the end of the day, and I suppose that's why we're Barça fans and why we're not Madrid fans. At the end of the day, I think we have to focus on ourselves. I agree, second half we had much more control. I think we could have made more of our control. I think we improved. We kept Madrid at bay. I also think Madrid sat off themselves, which is almost what frustrates me more, because I'm like, this isn't even a team that will go at you for the whole game, because they don't really have that in their locker, energy-wise, or I don't know what it is, but they're also a team who sit in and they don't play that good football for 90 minutes. No. You can outplay them footballing-wise. We're probably just not, as you were saying, one, in our best moment right now, and two, with our best players. That was key. I think even substitutes-wise today, we're lacking a little bit to bring someone off the bench. Even Madrid have options off the bench. Rodrigo, Brahim, even Gonzalo, hey, for God's sake. It's a good, sub-striker to have on the bench, in my opinion. You've got other players that, Goulet started today, but he could have been on the bench. Carvajal to bring on as a defender. Ceballos in midfield. They've got decent options off the bench and players who can elevate the team. I'm not saying we've got bad players on the bench by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm more thinking profiles as well, Robert. We're missing some attacking players because a Casado, a Casado off the bench is a good player, but he's more of a player you'd bring on if you are 2-1 up yourselves, right? Not when you're 2-1 down. Araujo, similar, unless you're trying to put him up front. Rooney, you'd say in that regard, but of course you'd want to be bringing on Rafinha, Lewandowski, Gavi in this sort of game. Dani Olmo, I've forgotten somehow. Those are really big players to bring on in this sort of game, and we miss them today, no doubt about that.
No doubt.
Another point is, I wonder if it was 1-1 at half-time, whether Madrid would have sat in that much themselves, and whether, of course, a part of how much better we were in the second half is down to Madrid's approach, and that maybe is slightly worrying when I think of it in that way. And there's no hiding from it, I think, for Barça fans right now. We know we're not quite at our best level. I'm intrigued to see what the players say about that at the end of the game, if they say there's still a lot to improve on. Look, I mentioned in the preview the Clásico from a few years ago that we lost 3-1 Robert at home. It was in Xavi's year. Yeah. And when we lost it, and I just thought, I don't think we're going to win La Liga this season. And maybe a lot of fans will be thinking similar to that already, but it is only October, and there's a lot of football still to be played. We're in Matchday 10, hey? And things can change. If we win our next few games, get back on the path, of course, that we're going to get back on it.
Let's go to the Bernabeu. Frankie de Jong.
Muy decepcionado por perder aquí. Yo creo que la primera parte no hemos sido tan finos en el último pase o en el control. Habían espacios, pero cuando no estás fino contra el Madrid te salen en la contra y te generan mucho peligro. Yo creo que en la segunda parte hemos estado mejor con la pelota, hemos controlado el partido mucho más. Pero nos faltó un poco crear muchas ocasiones y tal. Es así, tenemos que mejorar, tenemos que seguir trabajando, estar serios en todos los partidos y ahí tenemos que enfocarnos en nosotros, ganar los partidos y ya veremos.
Haces autocrítica, seguramente lo más positivo es que el equipo ha tenido opciones hasta el final de poder empatar el partido.
Sí, claro, es que hemos competido, pero al final no ha sido suficiente y tenemos que aprender de eso.
Ya está, Frenkie, muchas gracias.
Gracias.
After Frankie de Jong, we'll be able to listen to yet another player. Let us know, Mark, when we can go. Frankie, who is very self-critical there, especially of the first half. We've got Ronald Araujo. Let's listen to him.
Ronald, buenas tardes. Imagino que decepcionado, ¿no? Después de esta derrota en un partido que siempre genera mucha ilusión.
Sí, la verdad que triste, ¿no? Al final perdimos el Clásico, que es un partido importante, pero bueno, todavía queda muchísimo y hay que seguir.
¿Qué le ha faltado al equipo, según tu opinión?
Bueno, creo que encontrar ahí el gol también, tener más paciencia con la pelota. Nosotros dominamos muy bien la pelota, ¿no? Creo que tenemos que tener mucho más y no perderla en salida y todo eso. Pero como te digo, bueno, esto va a jornada 10 recién y que todavía queda muchísimo por seguir entrenando, aprendiendo y creciendo.
Jornada número 10, queda todavía mucho, esto no es definitivo, el equipo va a seguir trabajando, ¿no? Y a mirar de sacar resultados.
Sí, obviamente, todavía queda muchísimo de liga, de temporada, esto no se decide hoy, así que tranquilos a trabajar y a demostrar el gran equipo que son.
Gracias, Ronald.
Gracias.
A long way to go, says Ronald Araujo. They're also critical of the team, especially that first half, Pablo, which was disappointing in a way in which Barça didn't look comfortable on the ball. In the first 10 minutes, yes, we were even talking about it, and then Real Madrid grew in the game. Barça didn't have that finesse today. No. Frankie de Jong was pointing out there was improvement in the second half, but then I was going to add to what you were saying, Pablo. Barca lacked firepower today. Yeah. Yes, we had 6 shots on target. That is by no means what we were creating last season. 15 shots. We had possession, yes, but it was not, in the most part, threatening possession. And that partly is because we're missing Rafinha, Lewandowski, Dani Olmo. Lamine Yamal not in his best moment either. I think today we didn't see the best version of Lamine Yamal, though he's always a threat when he's on the pitch, and Barca just lacked ideas against a very organised, credit to them, Real Madrid defensive block. I thought exactly the same as you did. Real Madrid sat back and waited for Barca in big stretches of the game, but that played to their advantage. I think that Militao and Hausen in the middle were excellent. They were on top of Ferran Torres every time he received the ball when he was in the middle. And compared to last year, Barca weren't able to exploit spaces in behind the Real Madrid defence.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, last year was almost different because we actually allowed Madrid to have a lot of the ball, and then that meant that we had the chance ourselves to counter-attack. And of course, we had the players and the firepower to execute that counter-attack. This year, I mean, we were 1-0 down quite early on. And apart from that, Madrid's pattern of play was just set, you know. They were quite happy to soak up pressure, knowing full well, hey, Barca aren't going to be able to utilise space, which is what players like Ferran and Rashford love. And we're going to be able to counter-attack ourselves with the likes of Mbappe and Vinicius, which is what we love. So things worked out for them this year. And I think you're right about the front three, actually, because Lamine we were probably looking for today to make the difference. If he's not quite on it, which we can probably tell he's not right now with his injury or whatnot, he's not quite up to full speed or whatever, not quite showing that, we know he can be. Ferran, I think you could tell, was probably coming back from an injury too today. Militao and Hausen dealt with him, is one way to put it. Rashford had signs. He got the assist, of course, for the Fermin goal. Again, I'm not sure if I saw him enough times one-on-one with Valverde, taking him on. I think just from looking at the front three, you've got there three players who weren't able to play their best game today. And you've got players like Rafinha and Lewandowski who were so vital in the Clásicos last year, especially the one at the Bernabeu. They are just big misses, and there's no taking away from that. I still think there's a bigger point maybe to look at the way Barca are playing, but it's worth mentioning their absence.
I thought that Fermin looked good once again, having returned from his injury. He played well in the second half against Girona. He obviously scored the hat-trick against Olympiacos. Scored again today. He was energetic for, a big chunk of the game. Maybe ran out of battery, ran out of steam towards the end of the game, Fermin. So good that we've got the Ferminator back. And the bad news, of course, in the aftermath of this Clásico is that we'll be missing Pedri next week, which is an important absence. I thought we thought that he got a lucky break in the previous action where he fouled Tchouaméni from Camavinga rather from behind. He got led off the hook, but then in the final action of the game, Pedri saw a second yellow, which will prevent him from playing next week, and that, of course, is yet another headache for Hansi Flick.
Yeah, it really is. And I think I said it in live time. It was the last thing that Barca need right now. I think we're already struggling on numbers, and because of struggling on numbers, we're having to play the same players every weekend for 90 minutes, which is not good on the players' legs. Positive. We've got a week off now. We've got a week off, which is really positive. And we've got, Elche in a week. Well, at least we've got a good 7 days now, a nice break to rest up a bit. But hey,
let's go to the Bernabeu. Marcus Sorges with Paul.
Marcus Sorge, good afternoon. What's your opinion about the game?
Yeah, we are all very disappointed about the loss because we could have more, honestly. We played a well game. We lose sometimes too often the ball, and Real also, but the difference was they used our mistakes more than their mistakes, and in the last third, honestly, our felt penetration power for more chances and everything.
This season is too long. Staying positive, which message send you for your players?
Yeah, I think we made a well game. We played in Bernabeu. We had more than 60% ball possession. I think that's a good thing, and we have 28 more games. Nothing happened, and we are looking forward more than positive after this game today, but we are very disappointed.
Marcus, thank you so much.
Thank you.
A disappointed Marcus Sorg saying that the silver lining is that we went to the Bernabeu, had over 60% possession, dominated that, weren't able to do much with it. And the good news, of course, is that there's 28 games remaining. Marcus Sorg is going to head into the press room. Should we do MVP, quick round of MVP then? Can we go to Paul for a quick round of MVP? Or shall we wait for Marcus Sorg to head into the press room? You let me. Okay, so anem al Paul. Fem MVP ràpid, Paul, en una tarda en la que no hem obtingut el resultat que volíem.
Sí, Sí, segurament esperàvem els 3 punts del Barça. Recordem que venia de molts bons números la temporada passada, 4 partits, 4 victòries. Avui no ha pogut ser. Anem a avaluar el que avui crec que són els MVPs. 3 punts per Pedri, que crec que ha estat la brújula del Barça. Sí que és cert que ha acabat amb aquesta expulsió, però ha estat notable avui l'actuació del futbolista canari. 2 punts li dono a Fermín, golejador en el dia d'avui també, màxim golejador del Barça amb 6 dianes, i 1 punt li dono a Eric Garcia, que ha estat també clau en defensa, sobretot quan el Real Madrid tenia ocasions al contraatac. Crec que avui el defensa de Martorell ha estat a molt bon nivell. Per tant, 3 punts per Pedri, 2 per Fermín i 1 per Eric. Companys.
Gràcies, Paul. Bon viatge de tornada. Pablo, will you give me your votes for MVP?
Yeah, it's a tough one, obviously, off of a defeat, and I think we're all sort of trying to look at players who picked up good little individual actions. I think despite a defeat and despite conceding 2 goals, for me, it's got to be Szczesny with 3 points. I thought he was excellent for Barça. I think I said it in lifetime, one of his best games in a Barça shirt, saved on countless occasions, saved the penalty, and I'm going to go for 3 with him, 2 Fermín and 1 for Balde.
Right, well, let's go to Marcus Sorg. We'll leave my MVPs on the screen and the totals as well. Guys, we'll see you next week for Barça Elche. We'll pick ourselves up. Don't worry. There's a long time to go in this season. Visca el Barça. Bye.
Bona nit, Marcus. Li traduiré l'anglès, perquè la faré en català.
She can speak English if it's not working.
Okay. I'll translate you. Mireia Ruiz, en directe a la TDT de Catalunya Ràdio. Què li ha faltat al Barça per poder treure algun punt avui del Bernabéu? What stopped the team from earning any points this afternoon here? Thank you.
Yeah, at the end, I think Real used our mistakes more than we used them, their mistakes. And we brought them a lot of times in a low block. I think that was very good. But at the end, in the last third, we missed penetration power to create more chances.
Hola, Marcus, aquí Marta Ramon en directe a RAC1. I will translate myself, don't worry. Li preguntarem a Marcus Sorg si han trobat a faltar el millor Lamine Yamal avui aquí al Bernabéu. Did you miss the best Lamine Yamal today here in Bernabéu?
Yeah, for Lamine was not so easy, because we talked about in the halftime, we have to bring him more in a one-by-one situation, but in the first half we didn't bring him in so much situations, and in the second half also. So they defend well, we have to accept this, but I think he tried everything, and sometimes the defenders did a good job, and we have to accept it.
Hola, Marcus. Here, Elena Condis de la cadena COPE. Could you explain us what did happen between the 2 benches at the end of the match with Vinicius and all the football players involved?
Honestly, I didn't realize it, who starts or what's wrong. At the end, it was a lot of people between the benches and shouting, but I think we have to accept it. We have to concentrate on the game.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Buenas tardes. ¿Qué tal? Soy Antón Meana, en directo en el Carril Deportivo de la cadena SER. Quería saber qué le ha parecido el partido. Si considera que el triunfo del Madrid por las ocasiones que ha tenido es justo, o se va con la sensación de que al final el Barcelona, teniendo la pelota cerca del área de Courtois, pudo empatar el partido.
Yeah, at the end we tried everything. We played at the end with only 2 defenders and want to create more chances. But we knew that we are always very good in counter-attacking. And at the end we create not enough chances to make a second goal.
Sí. Hola, Marcus, aquí. Albert Hernández, de Televisión Española. Te quería preguntar un poco más por Lamine. ¿Lo veis al 100%? ¿Lo veis bien? ¿O porque hoy le costaba encarar? No es el Lamine activo que estamos acostumbrados a ver. ¿Ha sido solo porque le han defendido muy bien? ¿O le falta chispa después de la lesión todavía?
I think the last word you say is very important. Injury. He came from an injury, and he needs rhythm, and he needs more games, and on the highest level. And I think it's normal. He is 18, so we have to give him time and have to help him, and we will do it all together. And for me, it's normal. The defenders or the opponents, they try everything, to defend very well, and they adapt this season. So we have more to work with him and help him to bring the best version on the pitch again.
Hola, Marcus.
Sí.
¿Qué tal? Buenas tardes, Juan Irigoyen del Leo del País. ¿Tiene la sensación que había como una especial, no sé si rabia, pero de ir a buscar a Lamine Yamal o de centrar los esfuerzos en Lamine Yamal?
From the opponents? Yeah, of course. Yeah, they often play 2 against 1 against him, and they want to avoid that he come in the box or near the box for the finishing and everything. It's normal, but he is young and he has to improve, and we will help him.
Marcus, buenas tardes. Tú que le conoces muy bien, ¿cuánto es importante jugar con Lewandowski, con un delantero centro en vuestro equipo?
Sorry, I didn't hear the translator. Once again, please. The translator, once again.
He's asking you how important is to play with Lewandowski as a pure number 9. How are you really missing?
Yeah, of course. Levi is a real striker and a good finisher, and we missed him very much, but it is how it is, and we have to deal with it. It's normal. In football, we have injuries, and we said in front of before the season, we don't want to complain about everything, about injuries, about referees, or wrong decisions and everything, and that's our way. And then we can improve our team. And the season is long. We have 28 more games, and we are not scared about the situation now because we have enough games, and we are not 2 games before the end of the season.
No hi ha més preguntes? No more questions? Last one, over there, per allà baix.
Hi, Marcus. Here, Sergi Vélez for Iniestazo. I want to ask you, what did you expect from Rashford when you located him as a striker in the last minutes, and why him as a 9 and not Firmino or other players? Thank you.
Yeah, at the end we want to change the structure. We want to challenge the defenders for a new task. And that was the reason, and last week we did it also. And I think it's very important that we change something. That was also the reason why we changed the back 4 and back 3, and one more in the front with Ronald, to change something, to create more chances. But at the end, we have to be honest, it doesn't function.
Bé. Doncs si no hi ha més preguntes, l'última, una més i ja està, una i acabem.
¿Qué tal, Marcus? Luis Cobo para OK Diario. Quería preguntarte otra vez por Lamine Yamal. No sé si le ha podido afectar el ambiente que había del Bernabéu contra él, que cada vez que tocaba la pelota le silbaban. No sé si eso le ha podido afectar también en su juego. Gracias.
Yeah, it could be. Probably a little bit, because he is also learning to deal with the audience and with the shoutings and whistles from the spectators, and it's a process. And I think it's normal. But normally he is very, very motivated and played well. And today it was not so easy for him.
Ara sí, moltes gràcies, bona nit. Good night. Thank you very much.